And welcome back to episode 169 of the Hit the Showers podcast, presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I am your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings, here with my point man and co host, Malcolm. Let's hope the Lakers can do it, King.
Sounds good. You don't even sound confident. What's going on?
I'm not.
Huh?
But we'll get into it. We got my guy Aaron the dot connector back in the building. What's happening with you?
Good evening, gentlemen.
My guy Hugh McLeod. How y'all motherfuckers feeling this evening?
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers and all that. Shit. But let's get into this thing. I don't even know where to begin. I know we getting close to this All-Star weekend.
Talk about a lot of couple of these boys that end up going back home.
You said they ended going back home. Who is that? Who are you alluding to?
D'Angelo Russell going back to the Lakers.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah,
John going back to the Rockets.
Who?
John Wall going back to the Rockets.
Yeah.
Spencer Dinwiddie going back to the Nets.
Mm-hmm.
That's a three-piece right
Problem is John Wall. I know John Wall is mad as hell, man. I've been mad as fuck. It's like getting out of jail and then getting sent right back. I'm going where?
I mean, yeah, it is a bad look. It's a bad look for John because I don't really see them pulling that together in his career, the remainder of his career span.
He's probably not going. I don't think he's going to play a game. He's probably going to try to get up out of there somehow.
Yeah, he's gonna be one of them cats try to make it over to, a buyout. Potentially.
If you gotta sit, you gotta sit. He had to sit the first time with them.
Right. He was like James Harden wouldn't even answer my phone calls at first. Then when I finally seen the nigga, he told me let's go to the club. I'm like, bro, I just got here. Go to practice or something.
But shit, I mean, I guess speaking of going home, I just heard that the Cavs signed Danny Green.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So his buyout went through, huh?
I don't know. I heard that he got traded to Houston. Houston released him, and then the Cavs picked him up.
Oh shit.
So now they about to win a championship, huh?
I mean,
now they're contenders, huh?
they're getting there.
Man, stop.
They're getting there. They're definitely getting there. And I wouldn't say that Danny Green is a bad addition.
Stop it.
Hell
The East
nah.
got a whole lot weaker. The East got a whole lot weaker.
Well, with Kyrie and KD leaving?
It's Boston 76ers or the Bucks. You can splash the Cavs in there. I'll give them that. They got a chance in hell, but I don't see anybody putting up a fight.
That's the order, except for change the Bucks and the 76ers. Bucks is 2, 76ers is 3, Cavs is 4. Nets 5, Heat 6, Knicks 7, Hawks 8. Current playoff standings in the East.
Yeah.
Number garbage. Form below.
Yeah, you looking at the Nets most likely dropping. So to round out your top five, Boston Bucks, Sixers, Cavs, and Heat. It's just what it's gonna be, man. And there's some tough teams now, so the West could think whatever. But you see them in the finals.
No, I agree with that. I don't disagree with that list. But my whole thing is, I mean, I don't know if the drop off gets larger or less, because when I look at the records, the second, well, first of all, the West, the Nuggets are number one with a 40-18 record. Then Grizzlies with a 34-22, Kings with a 32-24, Suns with a 31-27, Mavs with a 31-28, Clippers with a 31-28, Pelicans with a 30-28, Timberwolves with a 31-29.
Shout out the Kings too, man. Shout out Mike Brown, man. Niggas was talking shit about him going up there.
I like Mike
Yeah.
Brown when he was in Cleveland.
Yeah, but this is him showing everybody I can coach. Goddamn it.
I didn't like Mike Brown on the Lakers.
Well,
So fuck Mike Brown.
I like Mike Brown.
I think Sacktown is like what? Fourth in the West? Or third?
Third.
Yeah, they third right
32
now.
and 24. But see, that's the thing about it, is with a 32 and 24 record, you drop down to like what, the Nets at 5, who's 33 and 24.
Yeah, but most of that record was culminated by Kyrie and KD before they left.
Yeah.
And that's why I said
No, I don't doubt that.
And that's why I said the records were skewed, because these trades just happened. It's not like they happened before the season, so we could fairly measure team by team, conference by conference.
No, I agree.
And yeah.
I just
So-
think that there's a drop off out west, and I don't know if it's because of injury or what the case may be. Because I apologize to my showerheads and to everybody out there. I didn't go over the actual records in the East, so let me run that back real quick. With Celtics with a 41-16 at 1, Bucks 39-17, Sixers 37-19, Cavs 38-22, Nets 33-24, Heat 32-26, Knicks 32-27, Hawks 29-29. So that's what I mean when I say that there's a drop off out west.
Yeah, you can't akin that to competition.
You could throw that in there somewhat. But another thing that we were talking about off podcast is, I feel like even when it comes to competition, it's usually only maybe 5 teams out west that you really have to worry about. The rest of them are just run throughs.
Warriors ain't gonna be no run through. 1 through 8. You go up against the Warriors, you're gonna have a hell of a time.
No, you definitely that. And I think the Warriors are just in that situation because Steph's been out one. When he has been in, I think that they still have a weird dynamic with Jordan Poole playing there.
Seems like they've worked out some of the kinks. You know, they let bygones be bygones, at least on the basketball court. You know what I'm saying? It seems like they're kind of being more of a cohesive unit. It's getting better, you know what I'm saying, over the year, because it got a little bit bad for a little bit of time. But hey, I think the Warriors are gonna be a tough out. I don't think they're gonna win a championship this year.
But no, you always got to count the Warriors in. I just feel like never has the same reign true. Like one bad apple spoils the bunch. And I'm not saying that he's a bad apple. I'm just saying that you can clearly see that the um what's the word I'm trying to say? Not like the energies don't match, but essentially the energies don't match. You know what I mean? You already got into that situation with Draymond, then that situation with Steph Curry when you took that shot, and it's just like you're pushing your limits here. Like that was a dynasty that you got added on to.
You
And it
blame this on
didn't
Jordan Poole.
and it doesn't seem like you respect it as such.
Somebody got to step up when Clay ain't doing shit.
No, I definitely agree, and it's up to him. That's the young buck on the team that's supposed to be there to score. I do agree, but you also got to know your role for real as well.
Brony.
Like like it almost reminds me of one of them situations. You said jabroni.
Yeah, I caught that. Like
it almost reminds me of one of those situations where they say, if you take a shot at the king, you better not miss, right? And it seems like, as opposed to being a good teammate, he's trying to make his name up there. Like, why wouldn't you pass that ball? What made you take that shot 3 feet from the logo if it wasn't inspiration by the guy standing right next to you? So you would ignore the fact that he's calling for the ball to do that yourself and miss, by the way, to cause a situation where now he shouldn't have been on no throwing his mouthpiece getting ejected, but at the same time, why would you do that? Why would you risk that?
Just my shit.
Nah, you good. I just don't get it. I do think he's a good player. I just think with the way he's like the way he's meshing with them, just personality wise, it isn't the best look.
Maybe they pumped his head up too much. Maybe it's maybe they.
I think that's exactly what it is.
Maybe they created Frankenstein. Sometimes you create a beast,
I think it's the aggressive thing. I like the aggression. I mean, you kind of want somebody to kind of match that energy. I mean, yeah, you might have should have passed the ball in that situation, but I like the aggression.
I agree with that.
It's coach's call, man. It's going to be a hard thing to say, like, look, I want you to be aggressive, but I also want you to think before you shoot sometimes. Think.
All right.
But you can do both, can't you?
No, that's what the coach is probably telling them. Like, hey,
oh right,
you don't have to be a mindless shooter. You could sometimes think. You got 6 seconds.
Be more calculated.
But that's another thing. I guess that's where it comes down to maturity thing, because y'all just won the championship. Y'all just won that.
So what's that mean?
That means that everybody's coming for you now. Everybody's coming at your neck. Everybody's judging themselves based off of that criteria. So that means you can't make those dumb decisions. You are no longer just a contender or a player in the league. You are now a champion. So you make championship decisions.
Well, how long has Jordan Poole been in the league? Because, again, like you said, it comes down to maturity. Even though you might have won a ring.
3 years, huh?
Because even though you might have won a ring, which is, like you say, a team sport, it's a team accomplishment.
Right.
That doesn't mean that you fully have matured yet in your personal role and with your IQ. He's still
I agree.
growing pains, which is typical. I mean,
it's just if that shit doesn't sink in, and I'm not trying to like harp on my guy, but if that shit doesn't sink in now, like it almost gives me another vibe like you got it too easy.
I mean, look at Russell Westbrook. He takes unnecessary shots all the time.
That's kind of his playing style, though. He's.
I don't know. I can also say that's Russ's PTSD.
From what?
from when KD left and went to the Warriors, and it took a minute for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander to get built up. So Russ had to do everything on that squad himself.
No, he had Paul George. He had Carmelo Anthony. Russ has played with some. Let's not forget, Russ has played with some of the best. Russ has never been completely by himself at all. Never.
But those were his MVP seasons, though, with the Thunder. Those were his best. When KD left, and he had to force him to shine. Those are the best years of Russell Westbrook's career. I'm not sure we're gonna do it.
They were.
But you saw what happened with the Lakers. It was like you would think that would work better, but I mean, 2 years though, and it's like, damn, you gotta.
Didn't Oladipo play on the Thunder for a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Oladipo is kind of, I don't know, man. Unfollow.
I'm just saying, Russ has never been completely alone.
No, you're right. Never completely.
He's played with some of the best. Harden, I mean, like the list goes on. And that's a different topic. I'm just saying. I don't know how much PTSD he has when he's played with some of the best that can shoot and help.
Put some respect on Russell. Put some respect on Russell.
Oh, I didn't mean it as like disrespect when I say he has PTSD. I just meant it from a standpoint that once you are in a position where you can take any shot, it's hard to pull back the reins and be the role player again.
Again, I don't think he was ever a role player.
I guess you could say that, right?
Yeah,
that's been his issue.
Put you on the bench. Been getting paid $200 million.
Yeah, strike that again from the record.
On the bench.
But you feel what I'm saying, though, like. So I don't know. I don't know what comes from Russ, but I don't think it. And I think we had a conversation about that a while back and talked about seeing Russ to Utah.
I talked about good old Q's Miami. I thought that would have been an excellent fit.
Just always trying to taint the business.
Damn,
I think he can bring that aggressiveness.
Like y'all think it's like that?
I think he can bring that aggressiveness.
I take Kyrie over Russ.
Well, wouldn't anybody?
Yeah,
exactly my point.
I think Russ will give you more effort, but Kyrie is obviously the better choice.
It depends on what you mean by effort.
Russ is going to show up to practice, and he's going to play more games than Kyrie. There's not going to be too many excuses for Russ not to be on the court. Kyrie, I'm not saying he's making excuses, but he often gets in these, I don't know what to call it. At this point, Kyrie is a great point guard, probably one of the greatest ball handlers ever, one of the greatest shooters and all that stuff. But he's got to be a hard teammate to play with. At least it seems like, because it's like, nigga, where's your head at? Are you into this game right now?
I think that's the way they try to paint his perception.
Right, it's outside looking in.
Because every issue that's been brought up by Kyrie has always been an outside of the locker room issue. Even when he chose not to get vaccinated, KD and all them was like, we 100% support him in that choice.
Right.
And even when he came back, it was funny how games played were still pretty similar. Like, KD, you wasn't in there much either, wasn't you? Vaccinated motherfucker.
KD was injured. Wow.
Right. That's what I'm getting at. So I'm saying, even when Kyrie came back, see, this is what bothered me, is that when Stephen A. Smith and all them was talking about he's an organization killer, it's like, that's kind of fucked up to put on him, right? Because even when he came to the Nets, and I know I'm using the Nets as an example because it's the most recent one. But even when he came to the Nets under the understanding that he would have KD with him. Now, don't y'all remember, he played that whole first season without KD because KD was injured.
Mm-hmm.
coming off of that Achilles re-injury that happened in the with the Warriors in the playoffs. So but I thought that KD was that he knew that KD was injured when KD came there. I thought that the Nets picked KD up while he was injured, knowing that he was injured.
Right,
Yeah,
right, right,
yeah.
right. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm just
So
saying
then
that
that's not an excuse for Kyrie then, because I'm sure that he advocated to bring KD
you're
there.
trying. No, wait. You're trying to change what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
He played that whole season without him. He
Right.
thought he was going to have KD. KD gets healthy. He has him for a bit. Gets hurt again. Comes back. They get Harden. None of them are on the court at the same time.
16 games together.
None of them are on the court at the same time. KD's out. Harden's out. Kyrie was the one that led them into the playoffs by himself again.
I think what they're looking at is.
But listen, all I'm saying is, after all of that, he makes the mistake of making that post and not doing his research enough with it. And now all of a sudden he's ruined his credibility with the Nets.
Hey, but I will say this though. Kyrie fucked up when they were full strength, so to speak, because now your sister's party or whatever that was more important.
Oh,
You had all these things. You're talking about a basketball player, bro. I worked in sports. You know what I'm saying? I worked in the front office, so I'm the guy there 8 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. And then if it's a game night, I'm still fucking there until everybody's out the fucking arena.
right.
You know what I mean? All you got to do is show up early morning shoot around, go back to the crib, show back up, pregame workout, get dressed, get ready for the game. You playing a game, bro. You playing a game. You telling me 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours, whatever the fuck it takes is gonna hinder your outside life away from the
I
game?
mean, I'm not gonna argue that at all. But to play devil's advocate, maybe the motherfucker felt like y'all niggas got some catching up to do. I've been playing by myself for a long time. Y'all was supposed to be my big three. Where y'all at? I
And
can take
those
a
are the
day
guys
off.
and those are the guys that don't get drafted when they have these pre-draft interviews. You feel what I'm saying? When they're asking off the wall questions about your family and all this extra shit that, us as black people, they don't want them to ask. Being like, where you from and all this other shit. You know how they do these fucking owners and GMs and shit does before, they decide to bring you on and pay you some money. Just like any other job interview.
Right, right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? So that's your squad. Y'all decided to team up. You promised this organization something. And then, oh, okay, Kyrie and Harden ain't play that much. So now it's my turn? Nah, bro. Nah, bro.
So
LeBron, Wade, and Bosh ain't do that shit. And Bosh did a lot of time out because of injuries.
So could you say that with that one time of him not going to the game and the shit that he posted on his social media was enough to call him an organization killer with the Nets?
You're not
No,
going off body of work.
I
no,
wouldn't say
nah.
Boston
Well,
killer.
see,
He
that's where I
was-
was gonna get at.
Okay,
Mhm.
yeah, that post. Hey, he educating folks. It was taken the wrong way by the public. And then you get one idiot and then another idiot. Now you're making this man look like a bad guy over some fucking movie that he wants people to, pay attention to. You
Now
know what I'm saying?
go back to the Celtics.
Okay.
Right. Perfect example.
Go back to
Yeah.
the Celtics.
That is a perfect example. I'm glad you brought that
Now
up.
the whole issue with the Celtics is that now I will agree he came in there with the wrong attitude.
He let Boston down, man.
He came
Yeah,
in
he
there with
did.
the wrong attitude, but I do want to point out that he made it very clear what he wanted to do when he left Cleveland. He
What was
said,
that?
it's time for me to move on and stop playing behind LeBron's shadow. I would like to run my own team.
Right.
That's what he said. I would like to run my own team. With that being said, Boston was not the best place for them to trade him to because we already know that you got them young bucks, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum coming up. And it's not just going to be a situation where this is just your team. no, this has been our team. So you can't come in here and make this your own team. But
I don't believe that because they handed Kyrie the keys.
It won't be been our team because Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were relatively young bucks at that point
Right.
in time.
They were pretty
still young.
They were young bucks, but they were on the way up.
But it doesn't matter. Like Jordan Poole, Cliff, you got to earn, bro. You got. It's not there yet.
It's not like Jordan Poole because they were already there. They were already itching at that playoff spot before they even brought the Kyrie in. They had already been in not the conference finals with Isaiah Thomas, but
they weren't the household names that they are today, though.
But what I'm getting at is Kyrie brought them to the conference finals, right?
Okay.
Or was it the semis?
I don't think he brought to the conference finals. That was a team where they played LeBron and Jason Tatum yammed on LeBron. Remember that? That was that conference finals you're talking about. I don't think Kyrie participated in that one.
That one was
Tatum.
The one with Isaiah, wasn't it? What you're talking about?
I gotta look it up. I'm questioning myself. I don't think
regardless, what I'm saying is this: Kyrie brought them at least to the semis, if it wasn't them the conference finals. You also had Isaiah Thomas. You had Dennis Schroeder. You had what's my nigga's name that played for got traded to the Hornets?
How many, Gordon Hayward? How many on that team had a championship ring when Kyrie got there, Cliff?
Ooh, 0.
I mean, what's that mean?
So that means you're coming in there as a veteran. You're coming in there as the leader. You're coming in there.
So what I'm saying is now he's called the organization killer there because why?
Because he let the organization down. He never lived up to what he set out to do, which was, like you said, to lead a team.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. When I named, you said what?
Yeah, with young people that you can kind of mold. Am I breaking up?
Right.
A little bit.
No, you're good.
Right.
You're good now.
Oh, okay. I'm saying, if anything, that was your golden opportunity. You have some young people that you can influence.
Right.
Young talent. You're the best player in the team at that point. How you doing, my brother? I don't know, Darren, what's going on, my dog? But what I'm trying to say is that was his opportunity to make a championship. Now, where did he go after that? Did he go directly to the Nets?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, you went from a team that had a bunch of healthy people to a team where the best player that you want to play with is not playing. And you have to, and basically you knew for the majority of that year you got to carry the team.
Right.
That wasn't a smart move.
Y'all talking about my guy, KD?
No,
Kyrie.
But
I was about to say KD's slander is not accepted.
Oh no, slander that injury.
You can't accept the role. You can't accept the role, Cliff. And then when you shit the bed, say, "Oh well, I'm just gonna go play."
But that's what I'm saying. How did he shit the bed if he brought them to at least the semifinals, and the playoffs? And I just named all those other point guards that were in it as well, who did the same. No, but they just got there last year to the finals, and they lost themselves.
Can somebody fill me in real fast?
We're talking about Kyrie. How they said he's a organization killer.
I say he's a bad teammate. That's all I'll say.
Is it a problem now to only want to play for fun?
From a locker room, we never heard a player say, "Fuck Kyrie. I hate having Kyrie as a teammate." Yeah. You even have LeBron advocating for wanting him back. So
it's only the people in control.
Right, it's public perception. You feel me, Darren? They trying to paint the narrative of, but you never heard somebody come out and be like,
who really would not want to play with Kyrie? Who really is going to be like, I don't want to play with Kyrie. I don't want him on my squad. Right, I don't want him as my point guard.
He's the organization killer. And all I was asking was, at what organization did he
created bad blood?
Did he kill? Yeah, what organization did he kill?
He left on a bad note in Boston. Like
that's because of Boston fans, though. That's the organization painted that picture, though. They painted that picture of Kyrie.
He left on bad terms.
I get that, but what's wrong with doing what you want to do as a player?
Listen, did nobody say that?
That has nothing to do with it, though. You guys are missing the point. Kyrie came out after that season and was like, I'll be back if you guys will have me back. Making it seem like he spoke with his teammates and everything was fine.
So,
And then all of a sudden this move to team up with KD and the Nets.
So should it be a players league or a coaches league? You feel me? Or an organizational league? You feel me? Like forever, for how long we have fought for players to be able to do what they want, and now players are doing what they want, and people are complaining.
Hey, but they're fucking up that collective bargaining doing that. Bringing that up.
But I don't care if I tell somebody that, if I tell you at the beginning of the summer that I'll play for you, everything's looking right, and then I start talking to my boys all summer, they're like, hey, bro, I got 2 bad bitches in LA, and hey, we got Lamborghinis out here, we got this, we got that. You feel me? Like, I know it's tampering, but I feel like there's a lot of tampering in the NBA that goes on now that's like legal tampering, and I don't think going on forward that's the last time we'll see somebody saying they'll go somewhere and never go there.
If it's set up like the NFL, a player can't tamper.
But technically, talking to somebody about playing with you,
right? But
unsanctionally is sexually tampering.
A player can't tamper. A coach
LeBron
can.
and AD did it. They went
because LeBron tampers every day,
right?
Like LeBron tampers every single day.
That's the exception to the rule, because if it is NFL rules, a player can say, "I want to play with so and so" till he runs out of breath. That's not tampering.
Yeah.
It's when the coach starts going behind and doing shit, because you're involved in management. You should be.
But LeBron basically is part of management. You feel me? Right. Once LeBron starts saying, "I want to play with Kyrie," the front office, LeBron said Kyrie.
Right. What can we do to get Kyrie? Right.
You feel me? So it's like,
if Kyrie looked at Kobe as a role model, I'm just saying, like, he moves completely different than his role model did when it comes to mindset, team first mind, all that stuff. He's willing to just change houses all the time. He's like that kid. I don't get my way, Mom, I'm telling Dad. Dad, I don't get my way, I'm telling Mom.
But that usually happens when people have pure talent, though. Like, Kyrie literally
he pulled that one time. And that's because they was trying to fuck him over with the money. He pulled that one time.
But that was also back in the era where players didn't have the ability to do so anyway. You feel what I'm saying?
But Malk, if you felt like you were, I don't know if he feels this way, but if you felt like you were pound for pound the best point guard in the league, in my opinion, other than Steph Curry, I would take Kyrie over any point guard in the league.
I'd take Dame over Kyrie.
Nah,
for what? I think I'm going Uncle Drew.
I'm going with Darren.
Consistency. I'm gonna get more out of Dame because he's gonna play more.
Kyrie actually plays more than Dame. What are you saying? Other than Kyrie's outside life and them saying he can't play, Kyrie actually shows up all the time.
He don't always show up word.
He does.
No, he don't.
What are you saying? Kyrie's like injury prone or something? Like, why doesn't he?
No.
Because of what? The net situation?
He told KD
because he don't show up to work.
What other years does he not show up to work, though?
Listen.
Everything else is more important. Your sister's birthday party is more important than banding up with the fucking guys that you chose to be with to play your season to make your fucking money and do your job. This is a job for these guys, bro.
It is a job. And sometimes at my job, if they tell me I can't go somewhere, I'm going somewhere. You're a human being just like him, bro.
Do y'all remember? Listen, do y'all remember when he told KD, I believe, to tell Steve Nash he wasn't going to play one game? He didn't even tell the team he wasn't going to play. Or
let's keep it a buck. The ship had started falling apart long before that.
Long ago. The shit was falling apart when they said they wanted Steve Nash out before Kyrie even caused problems.
The shit was falling apart when Kyrie said, I wanted to ban up in Brooklyn.
Why, though? Look. Kyrie could literally play anywhere.
That wasn't the best move, in my opinion, either.
Well, I'm gonna tell you my reasoning, though. Okay, boom. So at the end of the season, you do exit meetings, right?
Yes.
So you got this organization where you're saying that as long as you want me here, I plan on re-signing with you guys. That's what you said when the season was over. Now, the KD move is happening because KD wants to get out of Golden State, and now you want to go over there. But that's not the season you just had. That's not the words that just came out of your mouth. When you're coming to making millions and millions of dollars, bro, your word is bonding a lot, man. These owners,
Fuck no.
these
Fuck
organizations are pumping money into
Hell
you to come
no,
play for them.
No, my word is not my bond. When I know you're about to give me something, and if I go over here, they're gonna give it to me anyways. I don't care what you
Here
talking
we go.
about.
And still to
I don't
this
care
day,
what you
hold
talking
on, wait a
about over
minute.
here.
And what caused the Celtics to lose a championship last year?
You think he was without a point guard?
Lack of a point guard.
But that's
Yeah, I
not
agree.
Kyrie's problem. He cannot hold that on his shoulders.
It's not his problem, but it was his problem because you promised this organization that you planned on re-signing.
You know how when they say
You
when
weren't even
Was he
the
a
way
restricted
Kyrie
free agent, or
explained
was
it, he
an
wasn't even
unrestricted
looking
free
at
agent?
top
Was he
dog.
restricted or unrestricted?
It doesn't matter.
It does
You're
matter
not-
because if
no,
he was
it doesn't.
restricted, they could have kept him.
Okay,
They
so
could have
listen
kept
to
him.
me.
They let
Listen to
him
me.
go.
Can you listen to me? Listen to me. Okay, you even brought up in these fucking exit interviews the simple fact that you knew money was an issue. You weren't even looking at taking that top dollar because you said you wanted to play with these dudes. You see what I'm saying?
I'm a
So,
Heat fan too. So you
going
know
into
when
the
LeBron did
draft,
that to us?
going into the draft, making your draft board, making your team plans, being a GM, that's hard as fuck having Kyrie on your team. Because this man is telling you something, then when fucking training camp nears by, you want to fucking go re-sign a band with somebody else.
So
You
I,
see what I'm
I get
saying?
what you're saying, but I would
it's
never
an
want to play with.
organizational issue.
It is. I would never
Yeah,
want to
but
play.
it's caused by him though.
Right,
Don't come out your mouth. Don't come out your mouth
But wait,
and say
though.
I plan on re-signing
But
with
wait,
these guys.
though, because
Just keep your
that's-
mouth shut.
But wait,
You
though.
should always be ready as an
But wait,
organization, though.
because that's also
Oh, my
foul.
goodness.
Listen, no, that's also foul as an organization to try to paint him in a light to where he can't play with other
Right.
players when it's only inconveniencing you.
You
are not a player.
There's
You
no
know what? No,
team
you know what?
part of
No. Now,
management.
I wouldn't paint him that way. I understand what y'all are saying, but also you got to own up to your shit. Don't sit here and make a guy like Jaylen Brown
I
or
get
Jason
it.
Tatum or Marcus Smart or any other guy in the fucking locker room sit here and think that, oh man, he said he planning to re-sign, so we got a point guard, we cool.
But they have
It is
one,
an
though.
organization
And
because
he
when you come out,
You won
When you come
Defensive Player of the Year. They
And that's
have
a
one.
good
And he
organization.
won
Let's not
Defensive
pretend
Player
like
of the
Boston's not a
Year.
good
yeah,
organization.
we acting
Marcus
like we
Smart.
talking about the fucking, the
So let me ask you this. How would Boston have felt if they kept Kyrie and they had to deal with that COVID shit? Either way, they would have been mad. Either way, Kyrie's
that's
fault.
something they
Oh,
would have
we
had to
could've
deal
won.
with though.
We could have
Different place.
won, man.
Massachusetts is a different place.
We
He
could
might
have
just let
won.
his ass play.
We could have
Massachusetts and New York
won, man.
State.
Exactly.
I know, but
exactly.
I'm saying either way, Kyrie has put on this show. He's playing or he ain't playing. He say he playing. When he said he was playing, he didn't play. He went to the Nets. He didn't end up playing anyway. So it doesn't matter, really. Like,
But
it
I
really
mean,
does not
it
matter.
keep it a
does
buck.
matter.
Let's keep it a buck, though.
You got a
had-
paycheck and a roster spot. It does matter.
At the same time, you got Allen Iverson. He's not even showing up to practice. Just give me the test, boss. I'll ace that.
But what's wrong with
So
LeBron
so
doing the
wait,
same
so
thing
wait,
every
wait.
time he wants to
Kyrie
leave?
Allen ain't the same guy now.
LeBron does the same thing. But why isn't Kyrie and AI the same guy? They're not the same guy, but if you go off of times,
Just like me
Kyrie-
and you
Kyrie
aren't the
is up
same
there.
guy. We're
but I'm
not.
saying Kyrie is up there on the level of status
Because-
that AI was at the time. Kyrie has
No.
Kyrie has the
Whoa.
number one grossing Nike basketball shoe. And
Who
that
the
is a
fuck cares
fact.
about grossing money on
Yeah.
endorsements? We
That's
talk
right.
about the court,
That
baby.
matters.
We
That
on the
matters.
court.
though. AI
Lay
was
out
only
shoes.
as big as he was because of his
Them
image.
questions. Them shits
That's
was
a
hard,
fact. That's a
Them
fact.
Reebok- Yeah,
AI
Reebok
was
was
only
good.
as big as he was
understand that.
because of that image. Headband,
now we talking
cornrows,
endorsements.
Reebok.
Hold on.
You feel me?
Hold on, Cliff. What you always say? You always say he's your GOAT because you said he carried a team to the finals by himself. AI, I'm talking about. AI did it.
Right,
You said
right. That's not the only reason, but yeah, that's one. Yeah,
That's one of them,
definitely-
right? Kyrie hasn't done something like that.
No matter what team AI had, that motherfucker showed up and showed out, man.
That's the
I
difference.
don't care what y'all say. Ain't nobody doing that now but LeBron.
Oh,
Doing
There's
what?
nobody in the league that's carrying a team by themselves to a championship.
Giannis did it.
He was not by himself.
Yes, he was.
Okay.
Yes, he was.
So Drew Holiday and an All-Star.
Oh my god.
He was.
He's not top 5 defensive player.
He has been.
He's an awesome. He's an awesome.
In the year that they won, was Bobby Portis not averaging 15 points a game?
They had some supporting role players.
They have great role players.
But think about the game.
Players.
But think about the championships that LeBron won.
What are you
You
saying?
talking about the ones with D Wade?
I'm talking about the role.
I'm trying.
In Miami,
I'm listening.
come on,
Now,
I'm talking about in fucking when the LA won that. I guess some people don't count that, but I count that. And I count the one in Cleveland.
Go ahead.
And the one in Cleveland wasn't bad. Like, what role players? You feel me? What role players did he have?
I think Kevin Love was the role player.
But
In
Kevin Love
Cleveland,
has
J.R.
always,
Smith?
since he's been with LeBron, he's always been on the downfall.
Richard
It's never
Jefferson?
up. Downfall.
Yeah.
What do you mean? They're all on
But
veteran
they're role
contracts.
players,
What are you
though.
talking about?
Mike
But they
Miller,
were on veteran contracts.
Ray Allen.
Veteran contracts. They were just good at what they do.
You're talking about role players. They were role players.
But I'm comparing them
Norris
to
Cole?
I'm comparing them to people like Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton. They're not as good as those people. Come on now, bro. You cannot compare Chris Middleton.
Chris Middleton
and
barely
Richard
showed
Jefferson.
up some games.
And
But
Ray
I'm
Allen,
saying
I
that's
don't know,
what
Ray
got
Allen,
them there. I'm saying
he
that's
did
what
build
got
it,
them there.
though.
You get what I'm
Okay,
saying,
and
Cliff? You get what I'm saying, bro? That's
Mike
what got them
Miller.
there.
Mike Miller balled.
Giannis. Hold on, wait a minute. Giannis facilitated the Bucks to a championship.
Mm-hmm.
He did his thing and facilitated. He brought that. I'm not saying LeBron didn't, but you want to bring up Bobby Portis? Okay, you had Kevin Love.
No, I'm not going to make
Okay,
that.
You wanna bring up-
You
you
just
know-
put in Giannis. You put in one other player. Name another.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm
But
not
every
gonna make
team,
that
every team
argument,
had
though.
role players that contributed. Is the reason why they won.
But I get what you're saying. But he just talked about Kyrie Irving not bringing a chip by
I think
himself.
that Cleveland squad is a
Like,
He can't. He can't.
There's not many
Kyrie
players in the
Kyrie
league right now
can.
that can't.
Kyrie
would
can.
never bring a championship to a team.
You
by
said he
himself.
can.
He can't. He
He
cannot.
can't. I'm
No.
saying, but there's not many players in the league that can. So you can't even hold that man to that if you're not going to hold all the other
Kyrie's
100
played
some
with some
players
of
in
the
the league.
best
too.
talent, though. You know what I'm saying? He's played with better talent than Giannis has. He's played with LeBron. He's played with Durant. He's played with Harden. He's played with LaMarcus Aldridge. He's played with Blake Griffin's old ass.
But you want to know something? James Harden is a problem on every team he goes to, though.
He's played
So
with
it's like-
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, like we said.
I'll agree. We could all agree with that. That nigga James Harden, he be
That's
focused
what
on
I'm
the
saying. So saying he played with James Harden, he played with KD. KD's hurt 45% of the year. James Harden is a liability. You know what I mean? Like
all decisions that he's personally made, though.
I know, but I'm not saying anything's wrong with that. I'm just going off
He
of
made that
saying
decision. If he stays in Boston, he might be a back-to-back champion. Who the
He
fuck
wouldn't
knows?
have played. He wouldn't have
They'd
played.
have fucked around and
Oh
won
my
instead.
god! Here we go.
I don't think.
I'm saying,
I
Why
don't think
wouldn't
any-
he?
because
wouldn't
I
he
don't
play?
think because his perception as a person haven't changed. The way he feels as a person wouldn't have changed on no matter what team he would have been on. His sister would have still had birthday parties. He still would have not got the COVID vaccine. He still would have done everything.
But you were not denied of playing in Boston because you didn't have the vaccine.
But we don't know that though.
Right. Like,
How we don't know? We already went
do.
through it. We already went through it. How you don't know that? They didn't have any vaccine restrictions when it came to players playing.
But it wasn't a vaccine restriction. It was when the players.
It was.
But the first option was you either get vaccine or you cannot play. That was the first option.
There was a New York
And
law.
but that wasn't a law. That was the NBA's restriction.
No,
If
no,
you
no, no,
didn't-
no,
No, it
no,
wasn't.
no, no,
That
no,
was
no.
New York.
Yeah, it was just for New York.
That was New York.
Yeah, that's
Just
why.
like Toronto.
That's
had
why
their
he can. That's why he
restrictions.
can only play in away
Okay,
games.
but
'cause
why
other
did it
places-
take him? But why did it take them so long to say he could even play an away game? It took like half of the season for them to.
That
say
was
he
an
could even
ownership
play.
decision. That was an
Right,
organization
right.
decision.
Right.
So how's that? So
he
how
was
is that?
eligible to
So
play.
how is that on him?
Ain't nobody. What? Whoa,
So,
whoa, whoa.
so
I'm lost.
we ain't gonna keep the.
No,
whole show
I'm
on
just
Kyrie.
saying. You said he ruined every organization he went to, and you just
So,
said that
really-
was an organization decision.
And at no point did I bring up the COVID situation.
But you would have to if you said he ruined the Nets, though.
Yeah, that's
Kyrie-
hard. I don't.
I didn't
That's
say
hard
he
to
ruined.
say.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Problems.
I didn't say he ruined the Nets.
You said every organization he's gone
I said
to.
I said he ruined the Celtics.
No,
and I
Cliff
quoted my reason why he ruined the Celtics.
Okay. If it's just the Celtics, then that's an argument that because I don't think he even ruined the Celtics.
He did.
They're doing pretty great right now without him. So I don't
think he
would have been doing better.
No, they're not doing great
said,
because they're still searching for point guard play. You got a guy in Marcus Smart who's he has increased his offensive game, his facilitating game. He's upped his assist percentage, but at the same time, why? You're taking away from what Marcus Smart provides on the floor by allowing him to come up the court and try to control the ball. He's a great off-ball offensive guard.
That's why they got Derek White, though.
Well, no, fuck Derek White.
That was after the fact.
They got Rookie of the Year Malcolm Brogdon. And they have him at the
Big Mouth.
But this is all after the fact.
He's a hooper.
I'm just saying you got Malcolm Brogdon and you have him on the bench.
I think they're better. I think they're better without Kyrie. Because if they had Kyrie, they would have less pieces.
Fuck Kyrie.
I don't believe so.
What was you gonna say?
I don't believe so.
But we ain't gonna spend the whole show on Kyrie though.
No, we can't. We can't.
He's a great player, and he has a great potential. Even if whatever shit we just said, he has the potential to do great things. Man, I think we should just focus on that. Let's let go. Let's let go Kyrie's past.
Right? Because now he's over there with Christian Wood and them boys. They could do some work over there.
Listen, just dropped 36 last night with Lucas 33.
With an L though.
With an L.
Hey, look.
But he only been there for what? 4 games?
Watch this, Cliff.
3.
You remember that, Cliff?
They was doing that.
You know what this is?
Double dribble.
No, that's called last night when the game on the line. They both were doing it.
Remember, that's what I was telling you.
But at the same time, y'all, like you really got to think about it. If somebody is putting up 36 and the next person next to you putting up 37, 33. Where's the blame? Where's the blame at for real?
Spacing.
It ain't even about blame. I can tell you
IQ.
what it is. I can tell you what it is right now. It's a maturity factor. Kyrie now knows he cannot approach this Dallas situation the same way he approached the Celtics situation. What I will do is I will respect the one who has the team before I came. This is your last shot. Oh, you gonna pass it back? No, this is your last shot. Because if it's my last shot, all of a sudden they talking articles.
Talking bad on you. You know talking
what I'm saying?
bad.
I at least have to give you the first one.
Yeah, talking bad. But I think Luka's the type of person that he knows he's gonna get his regardless.
Right.
So he's gonna let Kyrie get his.
I think that's gonna end up being a good combo.
I think so too.
I mean,
because he let what's his face go? Dinwiddie. He let Dinwiddie go crazy.
Dinwiddie wasn't really going. He wasn't going.
He wasn't, but Luka was giving him the opportunity. But I'm saying Luka was giving him.
Oh no, he was. No, he definitely was. He was.
Like when the shot was on the line and stuff. I don't know how many times Spencer Dinwiddie had the ball in his hands the last like 20-something seconds of the game.
Right. No, you are.
But I'm gonna tell you what Luka's mind was. Kyrie just put up 26 in the fourth. Why not give him the last shot?
Why not? Hot hand.
Right.
Hot hand. But Kyrie can get hot like that every night. That's the thing, though.
So like, said something in the chat.
Dread. He said, I don't know how long ago it was. It had to be pretty long ago. He said KD can't get it done though. I don't know what we were talking about.
And he already got 2-time Finals MVP, didn't he?
But let's change. Let's switch gears off that because we also got KD going to the Suns, right?
KD should have went to the Nuggets.
You said what?
KD should have went to the Nuggets.
Oh. You know what?
I thought he should have. They could have gave up Michael Porter Jr. and they could have gave up Bones Highland with that and sent him.
They didn't have the draft picks.
Nah.
They gave him like 7 draft picks.
That's what I was just about to say. KD with TJ Warren. I think that's a bad look for the Nets. They shouldn't have gave up TJ Warren as well. But in exchange, I will say you upgraded from TJ Warren's defense with Mikal Bridges. They also
100%.
got Cam Johnson, Jay Crowder, and 4 unprotected first-round picks.
Dorian Finley. Finley Smith.
They traded him again.
No, they didn't sign him, and he
Who?
just in free agency. The Bucks
Okay.
signed him.
Yeah,
Who
Drake
you talking about?
Jay Crowder is with Milwaukee.
Oh yeah,
They
Yeah, they
picked him
picked
up.
him. Yeah,
Okay.
they didn't trade.
But listen, they
You-
still got the first in 2023. So this year, 25, 27, 29, and a 2028 pick swap option.
and the
Yeah.
double machine, Dorian Finney-Smith.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't
They
know.
passed up 2 first-round picks for
And then
him.
my whole thing with KD, right? And I think we was talking about it off air. The nigga has only wins with the Warriors as far as championships.
Right.
With the MVP at the time and number 1 scorer in the league. And you didn't get one with OKC with, like you say, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, all them. You didn't get one in Brooklyn with Kyrie Irving, James Harden. They had Jared Allen before they traded him away and got Blake Griffin and all them.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're going to a team where the big 3 is expected to be Devin Booker, KD, and Chris Paul. Now that's once again, all that is the Nets of the West, in my opinion.
Oh no,
I mean that from a standpoint.
Because you can't forget about DeAndre Ayton.
I'm glad you said that, Darren.
But
Good
I
point.
mean that from a standpoint of you're not going to have all 3 of them on the court at one time other than 16 games, just like the Nets. They're all going to be hurt. Chris Paul's going to be hurt. KD's going to be hurt. Devin Booker's been hurt. He came back.
Bench is ass now. Now
I look at it this way though. After right now they're standing at 4th, right?
The Suns.
So after the All-Star break, think about how many teams change pieces. Not in the West. Not many people in the West change pieces. If anything, everybody in the West got better.
Well, the deadline's over, so any pieces that would be changed would be.
Oh no, but I'm saying, but people are still working people in, and like over the All-Star break, that's when you're going to get everything in. And then I think come after All-Star break, bro, I just think that even if it's not a big 3 in my opinion, it's a big 4. In my opinion, it's a big 4. If they had one more star, it would be a big 5. It would be a starting lineup.
The 3.5, Aaron. Yeah, it's like a
3.5. Somebody gonna come up again.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So even if one person was hurt every so often, every other night, you still can expect the other 3, hopefully.
I agree.
To show up. You know what I mean?
That's a good question though. So your
Jared Allen was that though.
Your coach, right?
I think Jared Allen was that.
Who DeAndre? You giving it to KD or Devin Booker?
Better rim protector.
Well, at what time though? What time?
And rebounder.
I'm talking about it's 30 seconds left, right? Or however many seconds left.
I'm giving it to KD. Why would you give it to Devin Booker?
Why not?
Why would you give it to the shooter? Why would you not give it to the dynamic player?
The best scorer of all time?
Well,
I wouldn't call him the best scorer of all time. I still think that's Melo.
Whoa!
Score. I said we're saying score.
Yeah, I don't think that's I think when you go Denver Melo, early New York Melo, I can see
how many scoring championships Melo got.
Did Melo ever get two MVPs?
You said scoring though. You didn't say basketball player.
His resume, Melo's resume is not even close to KD.
Yeah, but if we said the best basketball player, you said score, Malcolm.
What I'm just saying, that's what they label. I'm just saying that's what they label KD. We talked about that earlier off the podcast.
But Michael Beasley is a great scorer, but you can't say that Michael Beasley is a phenomenal basketball player.
Time out.
Yeah, please time out because I'm confused.
No, because he just said he brought up KD's resume.
Okay, what's Michael Beasley's resume?
Not KD's, but he's a great scorer.
All I'm saying is, if you're talking about scoring, like legit scoring, there was a point in time where Melo was unstoppable from every point on the court.
Every point. From
Nuggets.
1 foot down to 30.
Right.
Melo.
You said what?
2003, 2009 Melo, the big body Melo.
Listen,
big body Melo.
He was a dog. All I'm saying is I can understand why you say that. my whole thing is, you know what? What I will say that may kind of tip me over my scales, I just thought about it, is Melo was definitely more reliable than KD.
Way more reliable.
Yeah, KD's
At any time, you can expect Melo. You give him the ball, at any point, he's hitting 4 threes in a row. At any point, Melo can go off for 4, 5, 6 threes in a row.
Yeah, but Melo willingly didn't play defense.
At ease. You saying
No,
they willingly didn't?
He did sub out his defense for offense.
But that's why it makes him the best scorer, though.
Your offense.
That's what he did. That's what he did. You didn't ask him to do nothing else. You came out, put 40 up, at least get us to halftime because we know we ain't winning. But at that time, they were low-key winning when they had Courtney Lee, Ahmad Shepard, they had J.R. Smith, they had all them guys. What was that?
You talking about the Knicks now?
Yeah.
They weren't winning, but they were Showtime. They weren't Showtime Knicks, but that's
Steve Novak was butter.
You could have low-key said that Lob City was in New York at the time. You low-key could have said that Lob City was in New York at the time.
No, I forgot Steve Novak existed.
Listen,
you just
Steve,
said him.
Yeah, when he was playing with Melo and them busting.
No, Lynn Sanity went down then too. That's when Lynn Sanity.
That was when Sanity went crazy too. New York they were on the map for a little bit.
Yeah, they
still trash.
And that was the best team on 2K12. That was the best team on 2K12. You play with Melo and them on 2K12.
Nigga, I used to murk niggas with the Thunder on 2K, nigga.
Listen, New York was different. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely won some money off of New York motherfuckers that didn't know about them.
Man, if you ain't know about New York
on the
on
game,
2K12,
I'm taking
on 2K12. I'm getting Melo. The niggas laughing. Oh, he's picking up the Knicks. Okay.
No, but see that. But you could force Melo to play defense on 2K.
Right.
Right. I think Ahmad Shepard was their best defensive player on the team at the time.
Probably. He was the most active player.
For sure.
And
then they gave him up to LeBron. LeBron had him for the year, won that chip.
He had him for 2.
Yeah, oh, he did have him for 2.
He had him for 2.
Who else did they get from that?
J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert. I want to say those are the only 2 we got.
From the Knicks?
Uh-huh. When they made that trade. I think them was the only 2. We might have got one other.
That Cavs team was deadly on the shooting. They had James Jones, Mike Miller, Ray Allen, Richard Jefferson. They had some dogs.
Nah, I'm not going to disrespect. But they had shades of those players.
But if all you ask them to do is, when I throw you the ball, just shoot, like it's practice, they ain't moving. They really wasn't moving. They was all spaced out. You could tell that whole year they wasn't doing nothing but riding 3-point line.
They had shades of, and the only reason why I say that is because Mike Miller was that guy in Miami. And we didn't get Miami Mike Miller. No. Miami Mike Miller did not.
But in Miami, we had people too. We had Shane Battier. We had Mario Chalmers. We did though.
Shane Battier.
Those were the players that was going crazy.
I used to fuck with Shane Battier. That was my guy.
Yeah,
he was pretty consistent. Best years was with the Rockets, but he was pretty consistent.
And KD just needs.
He won no chips with the Rockets.
I mean, I know he's with the Heat, but I think statistically his best years was with the Rockets.
I don't feel that way.
Yeah, his best years was definitely with us.
Yeah, I mean,
statistically,
his best years was when he got them chips, boy.
Yeah, because he was.
His best years was not with Cleveland.
He was among the top leaders. He was among the top leaders in taking charges. He was among it. Defensively, that boy was nasty.
Couple extra possessions added on.
Yeah, he was nasty.
He was a cleanup guy.
Crash this. I mean, niggas used to let niggas run into him. That's what he was.
Hey, and then sit in the corner and shoot that 3 while he hit them heels together.
No, yeah, that corner 3 was real. I'll give you that.
So let me ask this question. Let me ask this question, and then we offer KD as well. Does the Suns trade do anything to his dynasty at all?
No, because he never had a set one in stone.
It does to me as well.
What does it do?
He keeps. I don't know, man. he's like a cheat code nigga. You know what I'm saying? Every time you play a video game, you want to use a cheat
He's
code.
the X Factor. That's
You'll
all.
never want to play the game.
Well, see, here's what beyond that. This is why I say it affects my perception of his legacy, because you left OKC when you had the Warriors beat down 3, and you went with the Warriors after they won the championship. That was
That was
already
That was the most disrespect.
that was already a hit there where I was like, ugh, that doesn't look right, right? Then fuck the Nets. Then you go to the Suns, who was just at the Western Conference the year before, and you play with them, one of the best teams in the West. But the kicker is the fact that Kyrie couldn't go where he wanted to go. We'll ship him to Dallas, but KD gets put in the better situation, ironically. That's weird to me.
I got a question. So, are we only saying that because money's involved?
What do you mean?
So, like, as an athlete, right? Say,
Right.
even as a basketball player, coming up in basketball, as a kid, you always coming up. I don't know how it was in Ohio, wherever y'all from, but if you come to the pickup games and you get on a squad that's losing, you off the floor for about 5-6 games, right?
Oh, yeah, it was the same way.
And you wanted to be on the team that stayed on the floor. Like, why would I want to go to the team that after this first loss, nigga, we gonna be losing or we ain't getting in? You feel me? Like, I feel like KD looks at basketball as not a business, as he really just wants to play basketball. Like, he really just wants to play basketball, and he really just wants to play with the best players. Like, I don't think it's a problem. If you're not looking at it as an organizational thing, it's not a problem to want to go play with other dogs. Like, why would I want to play with scrubs? Like, it just doesn't make sense.
It's the willingness to take the pass of left of
But KD's not looking to be the best player in the world. He's not looking to be that. If he was LeBron saying, I'm the king, I'm this, I'm that, I'm the best, I'm chasing the world's greatest everything, KD doesn't do that. KD has never been that person. So why would we hold him to that standard when he doesn't
can't do that?
He doesn't want to be that guy, though.
He can't do that.
But he don't want to be.
He can't do that.
I don't know that now.
He can't say he want to be the best. You
But
got
he
beat
has
by
showed
the
us
Warriors, you
since
join the
beginning.
Warriors.
But he has showed us since the beginning of burner accounts.
Got no respect with the
wanna be that
Warriors, so
guy.
you went to the Nets.
If you're the second
can't
best
do
player
that.
in the league and you got a burner account, you clearly don't want to be that guy. You clearly don't want to be out. You feel me? Like, you clearly don't want to be outspoken like that. You don't want to be that dude. Like,
But he can't do that. He can't do it.
why can't he though?
Man, cause you okay.
I got
You got beat by you got beat by Golden State, went to Golden State. You ain't get no respect in Golden State.
Different team since he played with KD. Come on now.
No, yeah.
got drafted together.
But he's been on at least six. I'm saying, what other stars that haven't had mess around them that have played with KD
I
that have came
claim,
clean, that have
I
came
don't-
clean.
I don't claim Russ as a
problems.
star. Russ is not a star to me. He's a record-breaking point guard,
But he
average
is a
triple-double.
star.
He's not a star to me.
He was
But
at a point.
He was a star
He
until
was
he
at a
went to
point.
Washington.
But
and,
it's hard. Okay,
Rockets, he was a star.
okay. The reason why I say that is because it's hard for me to sit here and imagine Russ being an integral part of a championship-winning team.
He was supposed to be. He was supposed to be, but he has showed us that he can't be. But
Exactly, and that's
it
why I say
wasn't
that.
always like that. He's just been getting exposed recently.
So
But he's always been that way. That's the player he is.
Hold on,
though.
Q. Hold on,
Yeah,
Q.
but
Aaron, hold
What
up.
you saying?
Aaron, what was you gonna say? I want to hear what Aaron was gonna say. What was you
okay.
gonna say?
I'm sorry. Thank you, Malcolm. You're very kind. What I was going to say is that to your point, you want to stay on the team that's always on the court, right? You're going to be tired as fuck, right? You're going to have a 3-game stretch, and then you're going to get tired, and then you're going to lose eventually, right? KD is the person that's like, let me find the best team where I can just do 2 runs and win a championship. That's where he's at in my life. Like,
What's wrong with that, though?
He's trying to be a fast track record breaker.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll get 6 rings with all the 6 best teams as opposed to stay with one team and get 6 rings.
If the life of the NBA was as short as it was in the NFL, would you see a problem with it?
Well, that's based on age, though, too, Cliff.
But that's what I'm saying. Just because they can play 10 plus years willingly, That's why you're holding it. But if it was an NFL and bro only had 10 years, would that be a problem if he was like,
Okay.
oh, they're not winning the Super Bowl, I'm going to go over here. They're not winning the Super Bowl, I'm going to go over here. Is it only a problem because it's the NBA?
Well, no, the NBA, see, it's a problem in the NBA because we kind of touched on it in the beginning as well with the whole collective bargaining and all that shit. The NBA, as much as organizations have control, the players overall run the bitch.
True.
That's not the same for the NFL. There is no say from the players in the NFL. It is a complete ownership decision when shit gets passed down. In the NBA, players, I don't want to say a player unless they're LeBron, but players can argue to get shit changed in the NBA. Doesn't work the same way.
But they had to go through a lot of shit for that. They had to go through the lockout. They had to go through doing summer leagues. They had to go through a lot of shit.
Too. It's just
yeah, but the way that the NBA
had
did
lockouts.
Yeah,
I'm talking about NFL and NBA.
I know, but the way that the NBA did their lockouts, they were not budging. They were not budging. They were not doing nothing. Like, they were hooping over the summer. They were telling you if you weren't going to pay us, they're going to play us out here. They were at Rutgers. They were drew money. When Chris Paul and all them did the Players Association and everything, I just don't think that there was any other way to let the players have the reins to go wherever they want. You know what I mean? I just feel like, because there's so many players that come into the NBA every year. There's overseas, there's G League, like there's somebody that's always there to replace you.
Max 60 players that get a chance.
But there's always people looking for your job. In the NFL, it's not that hard. I mean, it's not that easy to get a job. In the NBA, all it takes is 10-day stretch of you not playing. They're gonna bring somebody else up.
There is some truth there, and it comes from the fact that you're more on display. In order for a player in the NFL to take somebody else's job, it would have to be a practice squad situation.
Right.
Where a guy from the practice squad moved up, they signed him to a 10-day or whatever.
There's no two-way contracts and shit.
Yeah. In the NBA, well, I don't even want to say NBA, but in basketball, period, you have that time to shine on that court with those 5 other players. In the NFL, you could be shining your ass off at that one position, but if they're only looking at 3, you don't get seen. In basketball, I could not even be trying to look at you, and I have no choice but to acknowledge you. It's not the same in football. If you're not looking for a lineman or a center, you don't know if they go off.
But that's why I feel like the money has to come to them, because it's such a player-based thing. It's like, all 5 players of your squad that are on the court at the time. And everybody is here to see that starting 5. Those 5 players right there, everybody in this stand probably got one of their jerseys on, probably came to see that person to get an autograph from that specific 5 players. Like you said, there's, 60 players in the NFL player. Every player has a position.
No, I'm saying there's 60 players. There's
on every team.
Drafted. There's
but
in the NBA draft.
But it goes back to just how many players on a team. There's special teams.
I don't know how many
everything.
I think it's a low number though. I think it's like in the 20s,
on
like
29.
15.
It's 15 in the NBA and it's 60 in the NFL.
15 on a roster.
Right. Yeah, making the NBA is a whole lot harder than making the NBA.
No, what I'm saying is I think they deserve the money guaranteed because of.
Wait, what?
Said making the NBA is a whole lot harder than making the NFL.
It is.
Yeah, I said it right.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. You tripping, bro. You said that it's harder to make it to the NBA to make it to the NFL.
Yes, it's hard to make
it. Yes, it's harder.
To make it to the. Are you saying? Wait. Are you saying that it's harder to play basketball than it is to make it to the football?
You have 60 roster spots.
Because them are grown ass men out there. They ain't finna draft nobody that ain't finna come out here and make no impact. In the NBA, they can draft.
How many rounds are there in the NFL draft?
Get drafted to the G League in the NFL.
Well, hold up. Again, the reason why I say I don't know if I can agree is because, again, if you played it doesn't matter if you did not make the league. Look at Danny Green. We just talked to him. He got drafted by the Cavs in 2009, got dropped down to the G League, got rings.
Think about vice versa, though.
But wait, because I wasn't done. With football, it's completely different because you can be the beastiest lineman. If no one is looking for linemen that year, you're passed on. Your only options are what? Canada League. Now they added the what AF or
XFL.
USFL or whatever.
That's it.
But listen though, even there, you could be the beastiest lineman there. If no one else is looking for your position, you're not getting picked. In the NBA, in basketball, if you're the beastie, we know about the Israeli or whatever the dude, the center is, just because Dwight Howard got his shit shut down. No, not
There's
Victor.
Just people
the
over
dude
in
that
general.
Dwight Howard went to China on, and he's not
and
a
dropped like
Chinese
60
dude.
points.
And here's my
crazy
rebuttal.
on him.
My rebuttal to that is as easy as it is to stand out in the NBA, it's real easy to stand down, right? You can really shit the bed in the NBA, and it's really easy to see. Whereas I can come in 2 to 3 plays on a defensive run and have an effect. I may not get a big contract. You're right on that. But it's
You're not
easier
even going to get a look, especially if you're only coming in for 2-3 plays.
It's easier to get a contract in the NFL.
But would you not consider a two-way contract?
How many players have played in the NFL in the last 30 years? Somebody look that up, please.
But that's only because of how many players on each team.
Thousands.
The occurrence of injury.
But are you counting? Does it count being a scout player?
Yes, you're getting paid.
Well, yeah, if your name was on the back of an actual jersey, then that counts. Whether you touch the field or not, you were playing in the NFL. You were a player that could have got called onto the field. You were playing. But then by using your argument, Aaron, the only difference is it's so much smaller. Because I just said there's 10 people on both teams on the court at the same time. In football, there's 22.
Right. So it's so much easier to get exposed as a person who cannot play in this league.
But how do you get exposed being a kickoff? Like, how do you expose being on kickoff or something?
No, because there's different variables to that question. Because you could have a center that has point guard skills that you drop down to the 4. You could have a 1 who you move to the 2
based on who you're playing.
You feel what I'm saying? In general. You can't change positions in football.
Yeah, you can.
You may have the the quarterback
going wide receiver. Yeah, you might have.
But other than that, no.
Lineman,
if you played that,
I mean, let's talk about the players that don't get looked at, like O-line. Unless you're a perennial college top-notch O-lineman,
I use that.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody looking for you.
But their paychecks say different, though.
No. You're not getting what
hold on. Say different. Their paychecks definitely say they get compensated.
The paychecks say different when you're a left guard all your damn life, but now they want you to play right tackle because you had that potential and you showed out at that position when they.
Yeah, that's a promotion.
But that's what they do in the league. It's not any different. It's not any different.
But we're just going back to how I look at it as if you're on an NFL team. I'm going to let you have that. It is easier to make an NFL team, but it is harder to get on the court in the NBA. Let's say that. It's easy to make the team, but it's harder to play in the NBA. You can make whatever team you want, but if you're going to get some time, but they're just filling in roster spots, bro. There's 60 roster spots that they have to fill, and there's.
So that's what I'm saying. Look, my nigga, what I'm trying to tell you is I can get good at long snapping and perhaps have a chance. I can generate one skill, long snapping.
Yeah.
And I can get on the team.
But
I can be a lightweight.
Here's the difference, though, is that you could also generate that skill for 12 years of your life, from pee-wees to high school to college, and nobody's looking for a long snapper.
Yeah. Or you're a long snapper,
but in the NBA,
somebody else is better next year.
Your attributes get you drafted. I could be a long snapper, but if I could also run the ball and catch the ball, and it's not the same.
But y'all niggas are acting like every nigga that dribbles gets a point guard spot. That's what y'all tell me.
No.
You're right.
Every position has to.
What I'm trying to say is, so you have to be exceptional at your position if you're a professional, right?
Yes.
If you're on the NFL team, there's 32
Oh,
teams, 60
no,
roster spots per
bro.
team. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. What is 60 times 30?
Times
60
3,
times 30?
What's 60
180.
times 30?
180. Oh, you said 30?
60
60
times
times
30.
30.
180, 1800, 108, whatever I said.
I don't fucking know, bro.
1800.
It's like
Oh,
1,800,
A lot.
right? There's only
Yeah,
been
like-
5,000 people to play in the NBA. There's 1,800 NFL players in the league at each year. NFL stands for not for long.
No.
4 or 5 teams per year. There's only
That's
been-
not always the case, though.
Tom Brady, I mean, he's an exception, but I mean,
Because spots don't always change.
And if
They'll
they do
always
change,
say
they're just flipping
likely to
people that are
change.
already playing. Like, not
They're more
every
likely
person that
to
comes in on a
change.
team
I'm
is
just
a
saying,
new
look.
face.
I'm just
They are
trying to
more
say
than likely to change if you increase the value that you have at your
how many
position,
running
your
backs
shelf life.
have stayed popular for more than 5 years in the last 20 years?
No, but yeah, that's correct. That's a good.
Cliff, we just gonna have to let him win this, and he won this one. It's easier.
No, I think
But based off of what he's saying now, it's a slippery slope because it's like, yeah, it's easier, but it's easier to ride the bench too.
It's easier to not play. It's easier that your career is not
But-
going to be as long, but you can
but-
also.
I mean,
you get paid,
I-
though.
I-
You
I
get paid to do
honestly-
nothing.
I honestly think that correct with by using those stipulations, there is no way that you could say that it isn't easier to get to the NFL than the NBA.
NBA, you have to be an active participant.
In all aspects. Even
Offense,
as a big guy, they
defense.
want to know that you've been able to pass a little bit or something. Like, they want to know you can do a little bit of. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but
Because when you really break it down, it's 22 people on both sides of the ball, but you also have to account for the 22 people that make up your starting lineup if you're talking about your starting defense and offense.
In defenses, they really start like 20 people, right? Because
they switch him in and out.
these
You
tackles
got box sets and
to
shit.
get tired and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
For sure.
So from that standpoint, you are absolutely correct.
More role players in football than basketball.
Look,
That's
I could probably
Correct.
get in shape and try out and make more houses, but I'm not making the basketball team.
That's true. That is true. A lot of regular people could like go out and be on shape and walk on somewhere and play football.
Let
But
me ask,
if you don't know how to play ball,
I don't
You
know
ain't playing
if
ball.
I
You ain't
agree
hooping.
with either of you.
Have you seen Morehouse play football? Cliff? Watch a Morehouse game and come back.
and there's
and
JUCO
you might
teams,
have a
bro.
spot. You might have
And
a spot.
A lot of JUCO teams in basketball are hard, but JUCO teams in football, I'm sure, Cliff, you could walk on a JUCO football team, but a basketball team, you probably not gonna get. You ain't gonna get on no basketball team.
That might be right. That might be absolutely correct.
For real though. But it's just crazy how basketball is one of those sports that you really can't just jump into.
now you got to hit the circuit.
You got to hit the whole circuit. You got to hit Pee Wee, AAU.
You got to
Everything.
travel, all
But
that.
no,
You gotta
not
do all
even
that.
necessarily.
You don't
you
think
do.
so?
Yes, you
No,
do.
'cause
Nowadays, you
think
do.
about Carl Anthony Towns. That motherfucker started playing basketball his senior year in high school.
That's because he hit that growth spurt though. How many niggas are
7 foot.
7'2"?
But regardless, how many motherfuckers can still hit a growth spurt and be? You can't just be 7'2" and play basketball. Look at Taco Fall.
And
Hey.
I mean, Anthony Davis did.
High
Anthony
school,
Davis started playing basketball his freshman year of high school. They said he was like 6'2". Then by the time that he hit senior year, he was
Remember that
like
nigga with the high
7
school?
foot.
No, I agree with all that, but that's not a situation that.
no, you're right. I'm telling you, remember that nigga with the high school with? I'm not gonna say his name, but he was like 6'11", right? Tall as fuck for no reason. This fool averages like 4 points a game.
Wow.
Or some shit.
But
Still
he
gotta
was
look.
D1 though, didn't.
And he was trash.
But maybe not.
Sometimes-
Maybe not.
Sometimes
Maybe
they
he
just want
wasn't.
you
Maybe he
with
just
the
didn't get enough.
trees.
Right.
Maybe
Right.
he didn't get enough glow though. Maybe he
He
didn't
was
get
trash.
enough glow.
Damn it.
Hey,
You see
hey.
this man, he was trash.
Hey, he ain't got no glow if it's 4 points a game, Cliff.
I'm gonna tell you his name after this.
Those are just two offensive
I'm
putbacks.
pretty sure I know exactly who you're talking about.
Them two offensive putbacks. That's it. He ain't getting nothing else.
No glow.
4 points and 2 boards. That's what he was after.
Well, fuck all that. Let's go to this Lakers trade. These Lakers trades, because I really want to know how much this helps the Lakers.
They're done for.
Done for? Like
Done for? Where are they sitting at? Like what? 8 right
13?
now? Oh, 13. Oh, you're right. They were talking about how they need to get 8 to get in the play-in at least.
All right.
I don't see how that's gonna work when everybody else is just creeping up and getting better.
Lakers got.
Well, I mean, those are the top teams getting better.
But I'm saying to make it to like the. Let me see. Right now they're sitting at 13 behind the Thunder, Trailblazers, Jazz, Warriors, Timberwolves, Pelicans, and the Mavs. All those teams with all their healthy pieces, I don't know how the Lakers are going to win.
But the question is, do we see healthy pieces?
I see healthy pieces for the Pelicans.
But you just said all of their healthy pieces. And that's the thing is, as we push closer to the end of the season, most teams don't have all of their pieces, let alone all of their healthy pieces.
But we ain't pushing to the end. We're pushing to the middle.
For at least 2 months.
We're not pushing to the end. We're pushing to the middle.
No, it's been there's been 4 months of basketball, and
but I'm saying All-Star break is technically the half of the season. They still got like 20-something games left for the season.
Yeah,
I know you're saying they do like 70, but like it's still a decent amount of basketball left.
They don't do 80 no more. It's like what, 79?
No, it's 82.
Yeah, it still should be 82.
Yeah.
So hold on.
But I feel like that's when it's crunch time, though. Like right now, the Lakers are sitting at. I'll tell you the standings. The Lakers sitting at 13th with 26 wins. Thunder's at 12 with 27. Trailblazers at 11 with 28. The Warriors and the Jazz are sharing 9 and 10 with 29. And the Pelicans and the Timberwolves are 30 and 31.
Right.
So the Lakers are going to have to win to even pass the Jazz. They're about to have to win at least 5 games, and the Jazz are going to have to lose at least 3 of their next 5. And the Lakers are going to have to just keep winning and winning and winning. They don't even have a chance to lose. It looks like 5 games out of the next 23.
Well, I'm saying the Pelicans are going to lose a lot of games. They don't have Zion. So
but the Pelicans, they're sitting at 30, though. They're already sitting 4 games. So the Lakers have to literally win all their next 5 games, and the Pelicans are have to lose those for them to even shift to sit next to each other.
I can see the Pelicans shooting the bed. I can see
man, y'all gonna get on the Lakers, man.
I don't think anything's wrong with the Lakers. I just think that unless everybody else shits the bed, it's just gonna be hard for the Lakers.
And the Pelicans were also playing without CJ and
but that's for now, though.
CJ just came back.
Now. And that's for now. And a lot of people that got hurt that were playing All-Star opted out because they were hurt to rest. And then when they get back, they'll be rested.
I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I just think
I feel like the Lakers got the virus out they got the virus out the building and got some production in the building.
Who's the
virus?
Russ.
No, that man that's made of that man Anthony Davis is made of glass. That man Anthony Davis made of glass. You go like this, he out for 8 weeks.
You can't blame everything on Russ.
You go like this. You go like this. Anthony Davis out for 8 weeks.
No,
and then LeBron just say he's hurt because he's tired of playing so much. He said, "Bro, I put up 43 nights in a row, bro. I'm fucking ankle hurt. I ain't playing. These niggas ain't playing. I ain't playing."
Anthony Davis.
And I just got the all-time leading score record. If these niggas ain't playing, I ain't playing, bro.
What'd you say, Aaron?
I said Anthony Davis is going to get hurt at some point.
He's made of glass.
He is, but when he does play, I mean, he plays damn good.
Nice when he plays. I like Anthony Davis. I just think, for a 7-foot guy, you on the floor too much.
Right. He got a ring and a gold medal, my nigga. Sit your ass down. They was playing the last time he got injured, and they was talking about how you get injured in the midair.
Oh shit!
I saw something that
Somebody
was like
clipped his foot.
Gravity.
His foot went-
Gravity injured this nigga.
I saw something that was like referencing him to Friday, and they were like, "How you get hurt on your day off? Like, how you get hurt on your day off, bro? You're supposed to be at home flicking the remote control. How you get hurt?"
That AC was too cold, man.
Man, that man is brittle.
He
But
didn't have
honestly,
to-
if you think about it, though, I was listening to Skip and all them talk, and they said, like, if you really think about it, scientifically, if you hit a growth spurt and you grow a foot within 2 years, bro, like, your body just, like, it's just, I don't think it's ever going to sculpt to how you want it to sculpt. You feel me? Like,
I'm tripping.
that's like a freak accident to grow a foot in 1.5 year, bro. He went from a point guard to a center in a matter of a year and a
Kelly
half.
Olynyk did it.
Yeah,
But
he
Kelly
did.
Olynyk is not as long and lengthy as Anthony Davis.
Dwight
Oh,
Howard did it.
oh,
though.
whoa,
Dwight
whoa! Why isn't he not?
You're saying Kelly Olynyk is? I think Kelly Olynyk is built better than Anthony Davis.
I do.
That's because he put in that work. Did
But
you
that's
see
what I'm
Kelly
saying.
Olynyk
That's
from
what
the
I
beginning?
just said. Do you know what lengthy means? Long and lengthy.
You got to put that work in though.
Kelly Olynyk is twice the size as Anthony Davis. If we talk about bulk,
He put that work in though.
They
I
still
know.
the
I'm not
same
saying
size,
I'm
they're
not
the
saying
same
anything
height.
wrong with that. I'm just saying I think Anthony Davis is more injury prone because he's lengthy and longer than
He got to
Kelly
put that
Olynyk.
work in.
Nah, I don't even know if that's the case either. Because the nigga put on weight, he got beefy, and he's still getting injured.
You
Man,
think he put on weight?
Shave that unibrow. That's his.
I don't think Bud put on much more weight. Bro don't
Nah, he
look that
didn't.
much
Yeah, he put
different.
a little
Yeah,
something
he
on.
definitely did.
Yeah, look at his first years with the Pelicans. He was,
What he put on, like 25 pounds, if anything?
No, he put on muscle. AD.
25 pounds is a lot. We talk about muscle. That's a lot. That's
He
a lot.
put some weight on.
But when you're supposed to be the number one, not number one because Joker is number one, but when you're supposed to be top dog in your position, like he said, put the fucking work
'cause
in.
I mean, we all know that he never wanted to play that position in the first
Right, he's
place.
really a power forward.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
how can you not play that position being that
He's
big?
really a stretch forward.
It's
He's got him playing.
KD
center.
and
KD's a stretch four.
KD and Anthony Davis are the same height. If not,
But
KD would be taller than Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis is not a stretch four.
and we see
Yeah, but they're
KD
not
go
the same
through
weight,
injuries.
though. They're not the same.
You know what a stretch four
Right.
means? That you can stretch him out to the 3-point line. He is not a
Yeah,
stretch four. Anthony Davis maybe shoots 2 3-pointers a game.
But he
and maybe
can
makes
hit 'em.
one.
Anthony Davis has a decent 3-point
What
percentage.
you mean,
He-
bro?
he can hit
AD's
him.
all- Right. What you mean? He's a shooting big man. He can shoot.
Anthony
Yeah,
Would
Davis.
he
you
can shoot.
so would you really label Anthony Davis as a stretch four, bro? KD is a stretch
Yeah,
four.
I can.
I would say that he was a stretch four until he got to LA and they started changing up his position. Yes.
They got Mo Bamba now.
And
though,
he
so what is
even
he
called
now?
Kobe. He even called Kobe in the final. Was it the finals or the playoffs that year when he shot the three?
Yeah, he did. He said
How
Kobe.
many 3-pointers y'all think that man Anthony
But
Davis
it
put
don't
up at
matter
practice?
when he shoots him.
How many 3-pointers you think that man puts up at practice?
Man, crazy.
Enough.
Right.
Right.
Enough?
Right.
But if you were a stretch
gonna
four,
say?
that
30
would be part of your game.
But he
If you was a
can't.
stretch four, that would be part
Well,
of
see,
your
that,
game.
yeah, like Mark said, he can't because they're asking him to now be the 5.
Yeah,
You're not
him to be a
utilizing
big.
him in that way.
That's why
not
he
how
doesn't
you
play
utilize
the 5 the best either.
But even when he was in New Orleans, only reason he shot that shot is because he was the man and he could. It's not like they needed him to do that.
He was a walking 2020 though. in
That's
New
because
Orleans.
there was nobody else.
Oh, come on. So
If I'm- if
so
this
it ain't
is-
his
if this is my
talent. It's
squad-
because it was nobody else.
If this is my squad and I don't see the reason to pass to nobody else, why would I?
So he has that ability then.
Right.
So to answer your question, you
I get what you're saying. A lot of
I'm
people
trying
have
to
the ability
think
to
who
do
he
things,
had
but if
there.
you would label that person, I'm asking you, he has the ability, but would you label him as that? Would you label him
Yeah.
his game as a
Drew
stretch four?
Drew
Yeah, I
Holiday.
can.
I know he had JJ Redick for a
And
little
Marcus
bit.
Cousins for a little bit too.
I'm saying, but here's what I'm trying to say. If Anthony Davis is as fragile as you said, why would you want him down there banging with people like Joel Embiid and Giannis?
Right.
Because like he said, I would want him to put in the work. He ain't putting in the work. That's the thing.
That's not his natural position.
That's not his position though.
He getting hurt by that. Joel is hurting this man down there. Get him out of there.
Yeah. I'm not putting him on
Get out of
Jones.
there, Rock. Get out of there.
But can I
he
say
left.
something? No, I get what you're saying, but if you put him as a stretch 4 on defense, he's a liability.
But okay, I'm gonna say this, then I gotta run, and then I'm gonna be right back.
Okay.
Look, check this out. If we saw when DeMarcus came to New Orleans, right?
Yeah.
Did you see that tandem they had with DeMarcus at the 5 and AD at the 4? They was killing it. They were both playing their primary positions, and you saw it. You know what I'm saying? If both of them were an injury prone, New Orleans make a big mess of that fucking season.
What it is Lakers are trying to budget they motherfucking lineup, and as opposed to me grabbing a good big man and having him play, I'm gonna cover a 4 that can do both in my eyes.
That's what you need, though. That's what I would have, because if you have a 5 that's a liability,
but they still had to go out and get Mo Bamba.
But they had Thomas Bryant, and Thomas Bryant, I'm not saying he's anything, but he was holding it down.
He was
holding it down. Thomas Bryant was holding it down.
I'm not going.
Got you 13th in the West. That's all I'm trying to say.
No, everybody else being hurt. Why are you, man? Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, man.
Shit. That was
don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. That's kind of harsh on them to say that.
I almost choked. I wanted to laugh so bad.
That's man. That's kind of harsh, because it's like, in a way, it's like they at one point, bro, they benched Russ and put Stanley Johnson as their starting point guard, bro.
They had Lonnie Walker as the starter one game, I believe.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, a lot of things got him to 13th. A lot of things got him to 13th, bro. It's like, I don't blame nobody. I blame, if anything, it's the organization, it's the coaches. And
last year or the year before, he said, I'm not going to make no more. I'm not going to try to get involved in no more management decisions. And I feel like he's still in all the way out of motherfuckers' ear.
No, he advocates as needed, when needed, I think now.
And I think that I've always said he's not the best motherfucker. Like, the best producer puts everybody together that should be on that track. You're not that. You're the player. You're Tupac.
You're Jay-Z. You're on the Jay-Z side of the game.
Right. Beat Jay-Z. You're trying to beat Jay-Z and Russell Simmons and P. Diddy, and nah, nigga. Focus on your Jay-Z shit. It's always good to tell people who you would like to play with, but you can't try to control who comes and who goes, because it hasn't worked out good for you.
Right.
And if it could have, you would have stayed in one spot. That's what I think the issue with the Lakers is. I do think that with y'all getting D'Angelo Russell, Malik Beasley, Mo Bamba, Davon Reed, and Jared Vanderbilt.
I don't know what Davon Reed is. I'm not heard.
He a guard.
So, question. So, do you think that, I've always looked at it as this way, as if y'all said KD, I don't know, he's not that guy, right? So I look at it as like Anthony Davis never wanted to be that guy. But would you not think that if he was more willing to help out his team and play the 5, that he would do better?
But he's not. Well, I guess what we're trying to say is that, yes, what you're saying is true, but you're forcing somebody to do something that they're not naturally built.
But then you just say that when there's money involved, it's an organizational thing. I'm not saying you said it, but Q said it with Kyrie and everything. Once you're paid,
well, if you're AD, you're gonna accept. I'll accept. You have no choice but to accept. But you remember, even when they won that championship, they also had JaVale McGee. They also had Dwight Howard. Because at some point, someone in that management, that organization, realized AD's not going to be our center.
Yeah.
But so the reason they keep forcing him to do it is just beyond me. It's asinine. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I look at it as like at some point, AD's not going to be worth shit at the 4. He's going to turn into.
I agree.
He's going to turn into a JaVale McGee or a Dwight Howard, and they're looking at it as like, bruh.
That could already have
the
been
four.
the case.
The 4 spot is too valuable. Like you got to have the ball in your hand too much.
But who else do they got?
Nobody. That's why they losing.
So maybe it'd be best.
I would trade Anthony Davis.
Him at the 4.
That's what I'm saying. If you gonna play Anthony Davis at the 4, it don't need to be on the Lakers.
Who are you gonna put?
I think that would be the best place for him.
You would just go get cheaper pieces.
I'm saying, but I'm asking you. So if you have that team, who are you putting at the 4? If you're putting LeBron at the 4, then right? Because that's what they were doing. They had LeBron.
No, to go. I wouldn't put LeBron at the 4 because we're talking about championship run right now. We want to go back to championship run. LeBron's bringing the ball back up the court.
Austin Reeves is currently hurt.
I think they messed up when they told LeBron he couldn't bring the ball up the court no more.
I didn't know that took place. That took place?
Have you not been watching it? Every game, LeBron never has the ball coming up the court. They got too many point guards.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been watching my basketball, but every here and there in the West games, they're late.
They're late.
Oh, no.
They're late.
That mount.
Big Cliff be just sleeping 9:30.
You hear what I'm saying?
What you say, Q?
No, I said you heard about that. LeBron not bringing them.
I ain't. I mean, not from.
I'm not saying it, but you know how LeBron has been ball dominant. On this Lakers team this year, he has not been ball dominant.
He has to be. He just broke the scoring title.
Yeah, but say
I mean, I understand that from a standpoint of trying to break Russell Westbrook in the
right.
Into the
exactly.
road.
You just you.
That's all I said. They have
but
too
now
many
Russ
point
is gone.
guards that
right
now. But I said now Russ is gone. I said all year while they're in 13th, they changed up too much from before.
And even D'Angelo Russell, this was another reason why I said that, or I was trying to say, can't remember what it was way back when, but D'Angelo Russell, just like Kyrie Irving, just like Allen Iverson, just like, honestly, I think that's why Jordan Poole is there with Steph Curry, is those players fit better at the shooting guard once they mature.
Yeah.
Once you mature, you don't want them at the point. You want them at the 2 guard.
Because they can shoot.
Right.
Scoring
just scoring in general. And I think the idea of Jordan Poole was to move Steph to the 2, but Jordan's not that guy.
No. There's not many starting point guards in the league right now other than people like Steph, Dame, and all the GOATs that are averaging 20 points or more as a point.
Jordan's ceiling is more of a 6-man.
No,
I can see him running a squad. I can see him running a squad.
But if you think about it, where does he fit in the starting lineup?
At the 2?
At another squad?
On the Warriors.
Any squad, too.
No. Yeah, at the 2, on the Warriors, I wouldn't say he fits.
He's not. He's a 6-man strictly on the Warriors.
Yeah, on the Warriors, you're 6. Yeah.
He's
Point
6.
blank.
Yeah.
There's no other option because you can't plug him in over nobody else.
Ideally, it would be Steph, but we don't know that Clay is. We don't know that he's healthy enough without
Clay
to play the 2 consistent.
True, but if they can bring in
this isn't old school
Jordan Poole as 2 though, and they still got Jonathan Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga could go down to the 3.
But he gets
if
hurt
that
a lot
did
too.
happen.
I'm not high on Kuminga.
But he's not hurt right now though.
Kuminga's great when he plays.
Yeah, he's not hurt right now. And
he's also a 6'8" power forward.
Yeah.
True.
That doesn't really shoot the 3 like that.
He could though.
Yeah,
That's how LeBron is though.
He can shoot the 3. Don't let him fool you, bro. He can. He just
LeBron
out there with snipers.
LeBron worked enough to where you at least have to respect him at the 3, and you have to respect LeBron.
Respect him at the 3.
Yes, you have to respect LeBron at the 3 because, like we said, he has the ball in his hands a lot. Kuminga is only going to
LeBron
hold the
shoots a
ball
lot of
for
open threes. LeBron shoots a lot of open threes.
That's because the defense won't step up. That
Right.
ain't
No,
on
that's
him.
what I'm saying. He said you got to respect LeBron, but in my
You
reality,
do.
I don't think they really respect him. Don't
No,
nobody
they're
step up
going
on
to try
that man.
not to, and I
Hey.
guarantee the coach says let him shoot. If I was a coach right now and I'm playing LeBron, I'm saying we win
Get
off
the
of
board.
LeBron
Yeah,
shooting.
get that board. Get
Let
the board.
him take
Facts.
them shots. He going to have to beat us on
Facts.
a 3.
Yeah, get the
That's your
board.
best strategy.
Hey,
Right,
Hey.
but I'm saying that his 3 is still good enough that you have to respect him on it.
Ron
mhm.
shoots 34% as a career for his 3-pointer.
And,
Higher
the,
than AD.
and listen, the league average just a few years ago,
It's like
just,
32.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Yeah.
a few years ago was 32. Now it's 35. LeBron is right on that league average.
And he really just started shooting a little bit in Miami, and he really didn't shoot that much in Miami.
He
And
was
then
only
he
midi
started
in Miami.
Yeah, he was only midi in
right
Miami.
in the
Like,
Lakers.
about 15 to 20. He wasn't no deeper than that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't really disrespect him from the 3.
Is he a threat from 3?
No,
Yeah.
No, he's not a threat.
he's not a threat.
Shit.
But from
That's
a,
what I want to.
you think
He's
he
Not a
is
threat.
Q?
But respect,
He's a
stepping
threat.
up on him, don't.
Right.
I
You
wouldn't
gotta.
give him no open shots, but to say, "Oh,
That's a threat.
LeBron's about to kill us on
Right.
the 3 line," no, that's
Right.
never.
And
That's
Aaron,
never.
don't you always say that nigga ain't 6'8"? He more like 6'10", 7 foot.
He's 6'9".
And 6'11.
He's
some shit.
6'9".
No, that nigga's tall as fuck. Look at him on court.
Who,
Solid
LeBron?
nigga, and put LeBron next to him. Same height.
Yeah, LeBron tall as
So
fuck,
all
yeah.
I'm saying, if KD, the whole reason why everybody give KD last shot is because nobody can block it because of his
That's what I was gonna say. Y'all ain't
his
even let me get to
natural
there.
7-foot release.
Yeah.
Then why the fuck wouldn't LeBron be similar?
But
So,
that goes
hold
back
on,
to our
hold
Devin
on.
Booker and
Giannis is doing the
KD.
same thing.
That goes back to
Giannis
our
is not
Devin
taking more
Booker and
threes because he
KD.
can't block.
Well,
I'm
Giannis
giving-
can't shoot though.
But he's getting
Hold
better.
on.
Giving
You
him a
just
chance.
you just put LeBron and KD in the same sentence when it comes to 3-point shooting.
Who
The
did?
release. The
Oh.
release.
No, KD's release is way higher than LeBron's.
Regardless, if you're both,
So-
regardless, there's not many people, even if neither one of them chose to jump, that can guard a 7-footer shooting a 3. Is what I'm saying.
And why wouldn't Giannis shoot more threes?
He does.
Because
He
he
does
can't
now.
He can't shoot
He's
like that.
trying.
Yeah.
Giannis shot the most threes in the All-Star.
But a lot of y'all, but Malcolm, you got to really realize though, a lot of players weren't asked to do a lot of things that they are trying to do now. Once you get so good at something, then somebody says, "Oh, you got the chance to do the 3 now." They never needed Giannis to shoot the 3. Now he's so good at everything else. Now he can do that.
Look
No,
at his
that-
free throw though. Give him his credit on his free throw. Has
He got
Giannis not
10
better-
times better on his free throw. They ain't even counting down no more.
You got to give him his respect. He's trying
you-
to get
like,
because
He
that's the
just
only part of this
never
game.
had to shoot the ball. When you can score 40 points in the box, why do you need to shoot the ball?
Hey, but hold on. We can't use Giannis as an example, bro, because he like
Ben Simmons did it.
Like Aaron,
Ben
like
Simmons was
Aaron-
like that in college, though. He
Nah,
never
fuck
shot
all that.
because
Like
he.
Aaron lamented to earlier with KD. Giannis is a fucking cheat code, bro.
He
Because his team itself, I'm pretty sure Budenholzer and the Bucks organization is not asking this man to shoot threes.
They're not.
Budenholzer.
That
That's what I'm
man
saying.
putting
He
in the
just
work
got
by
so
is,
good,
himself.
yeah.
He doing
He
this
got
shit
so
by
good at
himself.
everything else
Wait,
that
wait,
he's
wait,
trying
wait.
other shit.
Wait.
I said KD was using a cheat code, by the way.
I guarantee you.
No. I got that. I wasn't trying to quote you. You know what I'm saying?
And
But
I'm
he
just
got the
saying,
gist
I
of it.
guarantee you, they are strongly encouraging Giannis. Work on your 3.
No.
No. I don't
That
see
can
it.
lose them games.
Giannis is a beast, bro. He gonna
That
do
can
it because
lose
he
them
want to do it.
games. That's gonna
Why
lose them
would that-
games.
Oh my guard. It's his 3. They give him to him. So he was like, all right, I'm gonna size this up.
And I'm gonna take you.
Yeah.
That's on GP though. They ain't out there like Giannis. We need you to shoot 3 of those
Yeah,
every
that-
game.
It
No,
ain't team-
nobody's
yeah.
saying we need you to be a 3-point shooter. What we're saying is, I guarantee the organization is saying
They want
work
that part
on
of his
your
game.
three.
Yeah.
You're not
Man,
a threat. It's clear. Every time Giannis is on the three, the motherfuckers are back 5 feet.
Exactly.
Man,
You get the sizes up and everything.
But now it's to the point, bro, to where them bitches are 50-50.
He's getting there. He is getting there. I will
Man,
give you that. He's getting there.
Them open shots, Q, that I'm saying it's to the point to where if they backing up on him, bro, and he's hitting them bitches.
But I'm just saying that's all personal, man. I don't see.
I think it's personal too.
That's personal for me because like it ain't like he trying to beat his
Yeah. If they
three-point
needed,
shooter
if
to
they
get in the
needed that from
contest,
him,
you
they
know
would
what
have
I
asked
mean?
that from him a long time ago
Yeah.
if they wanted.
He doing that for himself. When the game on the line, I ain't gotta go try to get a foul. I could just, you know what I'm saying? He doing that for him.
Bro
man. I
came
don't
out
see
and
it
said he don't
Can't
want to
fight.
be the best of nothing. He just want to be the best that he's ever been.
Well, speaking of Giannis, it's also the same old. Giannis and LeBron hosting the All-Star game another year. And I'm not saying I'm upset. I'm not saying I'm upset, but it's like
The best player in the East.
I am. I'm getting upset.
He's the best player in the
But
East.
the All-Star game, I feel like more so than it is for you to show your talent, it's for you to rise your stock.
Right.
Neither one of them motherfuckers need their stock risen.
But we already talked about that the All-Star games in NFL and NBA aren't taken as serious as they used to be.
Right.
Well,
So why not give it to like Luka and who else? Who's out?
Because they're not the faces of the league. LeBron and
Watch
Giannis.
Watch this. You know who I get? You know who I get to? I give it to Embiid and Jokic.
Give what to
There
Embiid
you
and
go.
Jokic?
Embiid and Jokic.
Give what to him?
The
All-Star captain.
There you go.
But they're not the faces of the league though.
But
They've been the top at the
MVP
MVP conversation
for the past 3 years.
But they're
now.
still not the faces of when people talk.
But you're trying to claim them as the best for that season. You got to elevate your guys. You can't stick with
Yeah,
LeBron
that's what I
forever.
mean. I think it's
You
kind of
can't
weird
stick with
that
KD forever.
LeBron is and KD and them haven't been an MVP in like 5 years, and these niggas are still top dogs. I don't understand that. The narrative
They
needs
awesome,
to change though.
These are awesome players.
They
bro.
are awesome, but the narrative needs to change because if I am as good as these dudes and I made that accomplishment, I want to be up there talked about that
in the
like
NFL,
that with them.
In the NFL, though, add your age into it. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, Brady, you're 40 what doing this?
Yeah.
You're top of the MVP list. But in the league, they like, nah, it's too many good motherfuckers out here for us to give a fuck about LeBron. They shitted LeBron on MVP. If you want he is the most shitted on MVP that ever was in a league.
But if you want to be honest, LeBron's style of play, he could be an MVP every fucking year.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. He's the most shitted on as far as it. No, he lost out on.
Behind Shaq. Shaq, they shit on Shaq on MVP.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree with that.
Okay.
I agree
okay.
with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. When you so dominant, it's like they don't.
I don't know, y'all. So we ain't gonna talk about how they shit on Embiid every year.
No, that's what I mean as far as
every year,
that all the time.
They shit on him every year, bro.
About that all
that's what brought him Shaq. How does Steve Nash win back-to-back MVP with Shaq in the league?
Oh,
that's what Kyrie said. Can you?
It's because
Kyrie said, "Can you show me Kobe's
There's no sugarcoating that. Steve Nash.
It's because of Kobe, though.
No Shaq.
It's because of Kobe, though, bruh.
No Shaq.
How the fuck you gonna be MVP and you got Kobe?
What
how do you
mean?
How can you have a three-peat?
The Shaq was dominant without Kobe. He got a ring. When they both split up and they competed on who was going to get a ring first, Shaq got his ring.
Yeah, but we're talking about when Steve Nash won MVP, though.
Because, man, Steve Nash.
We know what that was about.
Is Shaq Tom Brady?
Is Shaq Tom
Not year-wise. He didn't last long.
Did Shaq predict?
End of his career.
Wait. Did Shaq predict that Heat run?
Celtics Shaq was trash.
No, I'm saying, did Shaq predict that Heat run? Because Dwayne Wade had already been on the Heat the year prior, and they missed out on that playoff shot with that last second Dwayne Wade
That's why he
three-pointer.
went there. That's why he went there.
Exactly. So I'm saying, is that the equivalent of Tom Brady saying, I'm going to Tampa Bay?
To win.
No, because Tampa Bay couldn't win if somebody else came there.
And he never stayed in LA as long as Tom did in New England.
If Tom Brady left and they added somebody else, they couldn't win.
I see what you're saying.
But that's
when Shaq left. But when Shaq left, when Shaq left, they got LeBron.
No. Not with Shaq.
No, I'm saying when he left, the dynasty, the run. That. But you said the run, though, right?
No, we're talking about
Shaq left in like 2000. Shaq left way before LeBron.
What run is he talking about, though? After Shaq?
I'm not talking about
he's saying when Shaq went to Miami and won a chip with Wade.
Oh, I thought he said the run after Shaq left. My bad.
No. No, he's saying pull a Tom Brady and the fact that he left LA, went to Miami, and said we gonna win a chip.
He knew.
I'm bringing a chip to Miami.
I'm coming.
Oh no, I feel like D Wade was already on dog status though. Like I mean, Miami Heat fan here though. D Wade. I'm a Heat fan. I'm a Heat fan. You feel me?
I'm saying. All right, so we ain't had no squad. We had defense.
That's what I'm saying. D Wade was already in dog mode. It was D Wade, and that was it.
That was 2005 or 2000.
Well, yeah, the championship was 06.
Okay, I was a little low.
Mm-hmm.
Around then.
Because but it was 05, 06.
Because the Lakers lost to the Pistons in 04, 05.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
He left. Yeah, and then won a year afterward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Shaq did do
the Mavs went on a roll after that.
No, the Mavs won the championship in 2000. They beat the Heat in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
But didn't the Mavs not go on a playoff run after that Lakers? Was it not the Mavs and the Celtics?
Well, the Heat did beat they did beat the Mavs
with Shaq.
With Shaq, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, because Wade, Mavs went up 2-0, and then Wade did the rest.
Yeah, and then after that, the Mavs they wasn't bad after that though.
No, I mean they got one chip that was against LeBron and Wade and Bosh.
That was the nonsense. This All-Star game.
Fuck that all.
Bullshit, man. Bullshit. Put y'all money on Tyler Hero though.
For the three-pointer.
Three-pointer. My boy gonna win it.
Three-pointer, Tyrese Halliburton from the Pacers, Tyler Hero from the Heat, Buddy Hield from the Pacers, Kevin Huerter from the Kings, Damian Lillard from the Trailblazers, Lauri Markkanen from the Jazz, Anthony Simmons from the Trailblazers, Jason Tatum's for the Celtics. I'm going with Lauri.
I'm going Tyler Hero because that man is going to shoot like it's practice.
I'm going with Lauri.
You going with copy?
What'd you think, Q?
Yeah, he's definitely going with copy.
I'm
going with Lauri.
I like Hero a whole lot to win it, but something tells me that Anthony is a motherfucker.
But I just look at it as like
Anthony.
A lot of these players that we're saying, like we're talking about Dame, we're talking about Anthony, we're talking about Lauri. A lot of these players be shooting transition threes. You don't get no transition threes in there.
But Anthony made his name as a spot up shooter when he came in as a rookie.
Oh, wait, you say Hero.
So that's what I'm looking at from last year's standpoint when I saw Anthony taking a lot of spot up shots. You feel me?
Yeah,
that's why I say like he's the only threat that I see to Tyler in the 3-point contest.
Tyler, okay, you got
Lauri Markkanen. Got Lauri Markkanen.
You said Tyler or Lauri?
I said Lauri.
Oh.
Who's in the dunk contest? I didn't even look that up.
Dunk contest.
Man, that shit is a joke. Hey, but I got Mac will win.
Kenyon Martin Jr. for the Rockets, Mac McClung for the 76ers, Trey Murphy III for the Pelicans, or Jericho Sims from the Knicks. I'm going Mac too.
Mac
McClung.
Mac McClung. Oh my gosh, boy.
They're gonna make the white boy king jump.
That's what they're gonna do. You already know that's what they're gonna do.
Right.
White boy can't jump. And
Here come
he's
the
short.
trailer. It's gonna be Mac McClung. White man.
I'm taking Trey Murphy just because the dunk contest been stupid.
Okay.
So Trey Murphy.
But
man.
I think Mac's gonna win just because it's so like scenical, you know what I mean? He gonna put on a fucking show. And they're gonna be like, oh, he came out with props in a fucking costume. He won.
Came out looking like Woody Harrelson.
Listen.
Literally.
Right.
With Wesley Snipes. He gonna bring out Wesley Snipes.
The multicolored pullback cap with the strap.
With the
long white tee and the short shorts.
The acid wash shorts.
He might go off on that if he
you know he gonna come out with that.
With the cheerleader socks.
Yeah.
He might go off if he come out with that. Skills competition is the same as last year. They doing the Antetokounmpo. They doing 3 teams. One is the Antetokounmpo brothers, Giannis, Thanasis, and Alex, and the second is Team Jazz. Instead, last year was the Team Cavs. Now it's Team Jazz. Jordan Clarkson, Walker Kessler, and Colin Sexton. And then Team 3 is the rookies like they did last year, and it's Paulo Blancaro, Jaden Ivey, and Jabari Smith Jr.
I'm going with the rookies.
I'm going with the rookies.
I think I'm going with the rooks too. Nobody going with the Tekumpos.
Is Giannis older or Thanos? Which one's older?
I think Thanos is. Yeah, Alex will be the youngest.
Giannis a good big brother, man. So I better look, I want to win this year. So y'all niggas can't play.
Listen, you hear me? I'm going.
Yeah, but at the same time, I heard that I was watching this documentary and I heard that they were able to like get chances because of their situations in Greece.
You got a movie coming out.
Yeah, I heard he was able to pull some. I'm talking about I heard he was able to pull some strings and get them some contracts and shit because of the way they was living.
Let me tell you something, man. If Giannis don't play for my team, hey, I got a brother. Don't even worry about it. We're gonna sign him.
Facts. Giannis said, bro, like they would work out and they would share the same pair of shoes. Like one person would work out and then like the next person would like wear the shoes after, and then like his little brother would wear the shoes after. Like they would just work out one at a time because they didn't have money for basketball shoes and shit.
It's part of negotiation. Like if you want Giannis,
you gotta bring his brothers. At least put him on a practice team.
No, I'm not. I'm giving him a jersey. He's gonna be 15, 14 on the roster.
But I'm saying if you're on a practice team, you still get a jersey.
Nah, fuck off.
Nah, nigga, we're putting this nigga on the active roster.
Yeah.
Nigga,
His brothers cannot hoop though.
Don't give a fuck. I don't.
hey, watch this. And all them niggas got championships.
Exactly.
Yeah, one of them got one with the Lakers, and the other one got one with the. That's crazy.
Like that's some flossing ass shit, man. I got my brother's job, and we all got rings. Nigga.
And if you really think about it, LeVar said that he was the first person to get all 3 of his kids in the league, and honestly, it wasn't. LeVar was not the one. If you think about it, the Antetokounmpos is definitely the only 3 brothers in the league, except for the Holiday brothers.
Yeah, right. Holiday brothers, Aaron, Justin, and Drew.
I don't even think
Holiday brothers got it out the mud though.
Yeah, LiAngelo played for like 2 days.
Got it.
Yeah, LiAngelo played for 2 days and got kicked off the squad.
But that was also because of what's his name, Brandon Graham too.
Okay, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Fuck it, man.
I say that out loud. My bad.
So who y'all thinking winning the ship this year?
Man, it's too early to tell.
No, it's not. It is not too early to tell.
If I was a betting man, I would go to 76.
Now getting their flow and their chemistry.
76?
A betting man. My best odds of making money.
Good thing you don't bet because your shit going down the drain, my boy.
All right, well, let's put styles on the board here. Nobody?
But you
Anybody?
said the 76ers?
On the Bulls?
I got 5 on them.
On the
what?
Bulls?
Look, no, I didn't say the Bulls.
You got 5 on the 76ers?
I'm not full blown mentally disabled. I almost said
You got 500 on the 76ers?
I said $5.
On the 76ers?
500.
No,
I got
nigga,
500.
that $5. 5.
You must not be that confident.
I put my 5 on the Cavs.
Because I'll put 500 on the Heat to win the Eastern Conference.
Cavs
Hey,
Eastern Conference.
I'm glad
I'll
you said that,
I'll put
Darren.
500.
I made a football bet.
I almost want to take that.
I made a
Like,
football
I need
bet.
Hey,
look. Hey, I did this shit in October, y'all. It's a $500 ticket. I put $5 on.
And you won?
I picked 3 NFL teams, and I fucked around and picked the Heat to be the Eastern Conference win on that motherfucker.
Bro,
So
it can happen.
But so that's all I'm waiting on.
Oh,
my football team is over with. I'm just waiting months and months and months for the Heat to win the fucking East.
The Marlins lost.
He's saying he
The
ain't
Marlins
winning no
lost.
East.
Only reason I got the
boy.
Heat winning the East is because we got Max Strus, we got people like Gabe Vincent. You feel me? We got people that when you put the balls in their hands, they don't disappoint.
And who's gonna stop Giannis?
Fucking right.
They don't disappoint.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. We always neutralize Giannis.
Always
neutralize.
Ain't never been a problem.
Not in 7 games.
Man, you better
check.
We had health issues, Giannis stats on us,
we
man.
had health issues, bro. Don't say that.
No, but when Giannis traditionally plays the Heat,
in Cleveland, the only team that he been struggling with.
No,
he struggled.
He struggled with Cleveland too. He do struggle with Cleveland.
That's because we only got one big man though.
Yeah, well, we got more.
Hey, Darren. No, fuck that. I like that Hayward Highsmith.
You gotta hope they're healthy. Jared Allen and them be hurt.
It don't matter. We still got Evan Mobley. We got Evan Mobley's older brother. What's his name?
They gotta be healthy though. Y'all be.
Q, you know what I always thought, bro?
Curtis or something
Me
like
and my
that.
dad have always said, bro, we should have drafted Mo Bamba, bro.
No,
I don't really think he's that good of a player. I wasn't.
No,
really too
I don't
excited.
believe in him.
Big Q smoking a black and out.
We should have drafted Mo Bamba, bro.
Yeah, baby. I don't believe in Mo Bamba.
And bro, we gave up so many big pieces. We gave out Hassan Whiteside.
Now, Darren, hold on, wait a minute. Now, my Heat ties go a little deep. Now, I'm born and raised.
What you mean?
I'm born and raised 305. I was born at Jackson Memorial Hospital with Miami-Dade County.
I ain't never had no other.
Camera from the God country. I'll put 50 that the Heat don't make. You said if the Heat don't make the finals, they're gonna win the championship.
No, they going.
No, I said they're gonna go to the finals.
They're gonna go to the finals.
I just don't know who's gonna beat
finals.
I'll put 50 on it.
Because if you think about it, they're gonna match up with.
Hold on, you got cash out.
Hold on, let me get this.
Jimmy Butler gonna be healthy.
I got cash out. Venmo.
It's gonna come down to us and the
Celtics. In the envelope. In the
Is
mail.
Jimmy Butler gonna be healthy?
Hey,
Jimmy Butler good. He's gonna sit out the last.
Butler good, man.
We already know he's whenever Allstar comes, he's gonna load manage.
Hey, Malk, man. Hey, watch this. Hey, Malk, I need to give you my login so you can watch the Heat games for free.
Hey, I got the NBA. I need to tune in. I do got the NBA.
But it's gonna come down, bro. It's really gonna come down to us and the Celtics.
Yeah,
and Robert
that's what
Williams,
I truly believe.
No, Robert Williams is good, but Robert Williams is not holding Bam.
Damn,
I'm sorry.
They don't even put you in the conversation.
You take my $50 bet. You take my $50 bet. That the Heat don't make. The Heat don't make it. You said you was betting 500.
Heat gon' make it. They gon' make it. They gon' make it.
Add a zero on that, bro.
He dropped you 10%. He want to know if you shaking on that job.
I ain't dropping 10%.
Well, write it down.
So it's only 500. He's saying
500 or better.
So he
I'm
said,
not doing 5. I ain't doing 5. I lose $500.
That's a good bet.
That's a good bet.
Do a friendly 50.
If I lose 5, I'll never talk to you again.
A friendly 50.
That's why I put 50 on it.
But I never talk to you again. Nigga. I'm like,
You said no. Malcolm knows I'm not like that, bro. I'm not like that. I love money on that. Because if I won, I'm gonna be hitting you up.
Nah, Cavs.
Because if I won, I'm gonna be calling you. So I ain't gonna do that.
That's gonna be the Cavs and the Bucks in the finals.
Wow.
Chris Middleton's a liability, bro.
Yeah, he is. He
Chris
is.
Middleton
big
gonna have
time.
to show up for them
It's
to
gonna be
win,
the
bro.
Cavs and the Bucks in the finals.
Hey, Clear. The Bucks just struggled with the Celtics with no good players last night.
Cavs
It's gonna
losing
be
to
the
the
Cavs and the
76ers.
Bucks in the
Drew
finals.
had to put up 40,
Nah, it could be the
and
Celtics
Giannis had to put up 36
and the Cavs.
to beat Celtics with no Tatum, no Brown, no Smart, no Horford.
Are they all out right now?
Last night, when they went
Tatum, Brown,
when the Bucks went in overtime last night and won,
that must have been like a rest game.
it was no Tatum, no Brown, no Smart, no Horford. Robert Williams played like 13 minutes.
Don't impress me, like we said. Games turn on different when the
Man,
postseason come
man,
in.
Drew had to score 40. Giannis needed 36 to beat
Giannis
them.
always need 30 plus usually.
But Drew hitting 40? You need 40 out of Drew.
Yeah,
You're right. He stepped up to the plate.
I mean, Drew's a good role player, though.
But without
that's a firework,
5
though.
big parts of their team gone, Drew got to score 40?
Yeah. Was Giannis playing?
No, I'm saying this. Yeah, Giannis had 36.
Well.
All right, right now, if we bump up to 5th and the Nets stay at 4th, we're gonna blow them out the motherfucking water. We gonna blow them out the motherfucking water, bro. It ain't even gonna be close. And then the Cavs, they might have to play the Knicks, and hopefully they get past Brunson and them.
Nah, hopefully we see you.
But you really
Hey,
only.
I want that. I
want you to see us. That's what I'm saying. I want y'all to see us. I want y'all to see us.
That'd be a great fucking 7-game series right there, bro.
Bro, it ain't even making it to 7.
Yeah, we.
I know because Jimmy only gonna play 3
might fuck around and get beaten 5.
Jimmy gonna play 3 of them.
I'm gonna give them 7 just because they got Donovan, bro. Just because they got Donovan.
My biggest fear is.
You say what, Aaron?
I got Boogie. So
who should hit him?
John Wall. I said it earlier. I kind of prematurely, but that was premature, nigga. That was John Wall got shot. You can't figure it out, man. The free agency game has been gone. It's been wrong to you.
It ain't his fault though, bro.
I'm not saying it's his fault.
Why do you do that, man, like that?
I'm not saying it's his fault, but the cars keep getting played and you keep getting dead, man. Hit the showers, bro.
Gonna hit him.
Gotta hit him.
Hey,
my hit the showers is Russell Westbrook, man. He should have retired right after Austin Robinson, man.
Damn.
He should have retired when he had the look, man. Now he's just really though. You got to think about it. That man was on the top of the world 3 years ago, bro.
Ain't that some shit though? He only liked in the area of the country where they don't like black folks.
Right? Right? Only place that he's really liked is in Milwaukee.
Listen. I still don't know who my hitter is.
There's not many goofies in the NBA right now. It's a couple of them.
Well, my hit'ems got something to do with basketball, but it ain't the NBA.
Okay.
Y'all seen the shit going on with New Mexico State?
I heard about the scandal
with the hazing allegations.
Yeah, I did see that briefly.
I mean, not to mention one of your players shot and damn near killed or did kill somebody back in November and got off because they said it was self-defense. But the coach just got fired. Finally, because of all this shit going on. And they have to forfeit all their games for the rest of the season.
What were the hazing allegations? Did it say?
They didn't get in detail on it.
Butt plugs, chains, whips, lashes.
A 78.
He said what?
You know what?
There's some 50 Shades of Football.
That's why I said a 78.
Who knows?
The football team or the basketball team?
It don't matter.
Basketball.
Either way, yeah. They did some shit that got them suspended indefinitely.
Yeah.
So I can see that. Basketball hit the showers.
My hit 'em is going to whoever made that KD trade.
Joe Tsai.
Then he gotta hit him twice.
Tsai.
Him and James Jones.
That's the most ridiculous trade I've ever seen in my life. I looked at that bitch and my jaw dropped. Yeah, they gotta hit him. Who signed off? Everybody, anybody, hit him. That's a crazy fucking trade. You gave him fucking 4 first-round picks, the runner-up to the defensive player of the year last year. Jake, man, come on, man.
He's already
Cam
like
Johnson,
34.
man, you did too much.
Yeah, KD's already like 34 years old and shit.
Hit him.
And then Cam Johnson, wasn't he hurt anyway? So like he gonna be fully rested when he come back.
Yeah, hit him. That's the problem.
I think I'm gonna get mine to Westbrook.
Ooh.
He was pouting in the tunnel because you didn't get to play or start in the fourth quarter. The last Lakers game he played in, he was on the bicycle. He threw a fit, got into it with the coach. Got your ass booted out. Good luck. Hit the shower. Figure it out, Russ. Find you a new home.
Where he at now, out.
Utah,
in the sundown town.
He's in the sundown town at the bus station because he's not gonna stay for long. They didn't even get him a room. They got him on a one-way ticket out somewhere, pending destination.
Damn, they put him on that midnight train.
That midnight train to self-destruction.
Yeah, I got another hit him.
Self-sabotage.
I got another hit him. You know, it deal with my team, of course.
Interesting.
But y'all remember I was talking good about Dwayne Dedman, right?
Right.
Well, nigga, you got shipped out for a nigga named Haywood Highsmith. Hit him.
Hit him, Dwayne.
Not a hero no more.
That nigga fucking 38 years old.
Doesn't matter.
Too ruthless. That's some Pat Riley shit.
Yeah, that's an old ass nigga right there playing in the game.
Fuck that. I might give me a slick back.
They should have let that motherfucker retire his jersey with the motherfucking Heat. Old ass Dwayne Dedman.
Didn't last long.
He played for the Mavericks too, though. That's where he going back to retire.
I bet UD got a spot.
Yeah, that motherfucker still coaching on the sideline. That motherfucker wear a jersey and a fucking polo shirt.
My nigga about to transition to the coaching staff.
Man, I swear his slacks is breakaway.
And my nigga better get a slick back.
Fuck that poster shit. But anything else?
Lakers to the West.
Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend. Tell a friend and tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell them to troll. We out this motherfucker. We'll catch y'all next Wednesday.
I'm on the game. I got about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in me. Unemployed.